Hello, hello. It is me. It is Minecraft music, which I've never played, but I love the music. Every time that I watch someone play it, I'm like, oh my god, what is this? And it's fucking Minecraft music. I don't know if this year we're gonna watch stuff on YouTube, because Twitch is very finicky. New game plus. Where is the fucking... I see it. What is the official, like YouTube thing? Is it this one? I think there's people waiting already. I don't know. 4,000 people waiting. I don't know if this is the one. It could be. It could not be. Who knows? The cafe we were doing funeral dinner for, my mother was playing Minecraft. Okay, what a sentence I just read. The cafe we were doing funeral dinner for my mother. Is your mother dead? I'm sorry that I'm asking this. I'm assuming. So, your mother... I'm trying to understand the sentence. I don't know. I am trying to understand the sentence. It's hard. Jesus, my fucking mic is in the way. Minecraft music is really good. Like, you know what? It is really good. So, hey, if the cafe was playing Minecraft music, and thank you for the sub. I do this, like, it's gonna help me see better, and it doesn't. It never does. I'm trying to set up. Shit. I think it's this one. I believe. But I could be wrong. We'll see, I guess. We do like everyone gathers for food after the funeral. I mean, that's like a family thing, isn't it? Because I remember, like, in my family, I'm gonna mute my phone, by the way. In my family, every time someone dies, like, I don't think anyone aside my maternal grandmother was buried. Everyone else has gotten cremated. And every time that person gets cremated, before it was illegal, we would go to the beach, which was really easy because I live in a fucking island. And we would toss their ashes into the sea, and then we would get drunk. So, yeah. Everyone has their traditions. Some people eat to Minecraft music. Other people get drunk and toss, human remains into the ocean. And I am one of them. Is it like a thing? Like, I think it's a family. It's a case-by-case situation. It's a family thing. Like, otherwise... Like... Can you imagine it's like a universal thing that people just, person just disappear out for the elephant? Like, but it is a thing. Like, that's like, the grief is such an interesting topic that we're not gonna get into because we will never be able to walk out of it, but like how people grieve and a different way to like celebrate life. I think it's like that, right? Like, a lot of people just celebrate life. It's only illegal if you get caught, damn right, and we would do it. It was really funny because we would start drinking as soon as we left. Like, the ashes, this is such a fucking, the ashes were still warm. You know what I'm talking about? Like, a family member would like get cremated and immediately we're like, okay, out. Like, I don't think, aside from my aunt, but my aunt is not my blood aunt. She's like married to my uncle. She keeps ashes in her house. I think she has my paternal grandmother at her house, which is like don't. You know, and she has like her pets and stuff like that. Everyone else from my family just we get tossed immediately. Listen, how very Spanish of you. I don't think that's a Spanish thing. I wish that my family wasn't there. Some of them are quite annoying. Are you wishing death upon? Hello there, hello. I missed out some of your streams. Oh, you didn't miss anything because I had like a 2-week vacation, bruh. So I haven't been here in a while, so you didn't miss anything, honestly. And I'm sort of like, I love that I said I'm gonna be here like an hour early, and then I started getting ready. You know, like what you guys don't understand, right? Is that I have to take in account, like I have to nap. If I don't, I'm a 30-year-old woman, by the way. 30-year-old woman, by the way. But I have to nap. I have to take into account, like, okay, if I start streaming at this hour, how long do I have to nap? I'm not 35. I'm 28. I'm even being like nice by saying that I'm 30. I'm like kind of psyching myself up for like, I'm gonna be 30 in 2 years. Like already preparing myself. But I have to take into account, like, hey, I need a nap. At least in a nap. Okay, if any of you guys nap, which I don't think you do, because you guys are heathens, and I don't understand how you can possibly like live and operate without a nap. But my naps have to be at least 2 hours long. Anything short of that feels like shit. Like if I wake up from a nap and it hasn't been 2 hours, I wake up feeling bad. You know? I hate nap, but I'm Ukrainian, so we lose power for like 8 hours a day. There you go. If there's one good thing that Russia did, you have enforced napping time now. Hey twin, hello. Like more important than eating. I can go without eating. I cannot go without sleeping. If I haven't napped, I'm so mean. Just prepare for middle age. Don't call it middle age. Why would you say that? Like, why would you say it like that? Is it loud, the background music? Fucking deal with it, says I, while I lower it for your virgin ears. That's what energy drinks are for. Energy drinks don't keep me awake. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can chug an energy drink and go to bed. I think I'm built wrong. Not just different, just wrong. One get the NPD did is forcing me to climb stairs because the elevator doesn't work late. I mean, you're I'm gonna get canceled again. Hey, your life is in danger, but you're skinny. Listen, at least you're skinny. Hey, you don't even have to go to the gym. 50 is middle age. Thank you. You have to drink more of them. It goes. The last time that I fucking did that, I puked blood. So let's not be enablers. Let's not fucking. Caffeine insensitivity is a common symptom of ADHD. Huh. Interesting. That has nothing to do with me because I don't display any symptoms whatsoever of ADHD at all. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even skinny, so this was really doing nothing for you. Damn. Devil homicide. Are you a coffee drinker? I hate coffee. I hate bitter things. I don't drink beer. I don't drink wine. I don't drink coffee. I've tried, and it doesn't matter how much, because I think I'm also like kind of like a purist when it comes to coffee, because at some point, if you go to fucking Starbucks or wherever bitches go, and you ask the fucking bartender to put like half of a like caramel latte with a sprinkle vanilla sugar and a little bit of like whimsy, is it coffee? Is it? Or is it just like a fucking heart attack in a cup? I don't care for coffee. And even if I have it with like all the sugar in the world, I still taste it in the back of my fucking throat and I hate it. And again, and the problem is I'm not a fan of sweet things and I don't like bitter. So I cannot even mask the flavor of it doesn't do anything for me. So I do drink energy drinks once in a while. Okay. I did almost die from it. So once in a while. There's no such thing as sweet coffee in, like, for my body, for my palate. There's no such thing as sweet coffee. You can always taste it. Always. Same thing with alcohol. I am the Starbucks bitch, but with alcohol. I hate the taste of alcohol. When it's like, oh, I could like disinfect a wound with this. I don't like that. No. So I will have like a fruity drink that will like knock me out. You're weak. Yeah. And what about it? Like, I was gonna be offended, but it's the reality. It's true. There was a time I had no interest in playing Expedition 33. Now I'm about to start a 4th playthrough. I remember when Expedition 33 got announced, and I was like, it's a JRPG, like, and I don't play JRPGs. My first JRPG, like, is, you know, Expedition 33. Which I still say it's not an RPG, but every time that I say that, people want to, like, poke me with pitchforks for some reason. They can fuck you up if you drink too many. It's what I did, bro. I got a spike in blood pressure and almost died. And I didn't tell nobody. If I was gonna die, I was gonna die. Like, they were gonna find me, like, curled up like a fucking spider in my bed the next morning. Recently, when everyone was celebrating New Year at my place, they were like, oh my god, this is Bellini. What is Bellini? What is Bellini? That is window clear with peach puree in it. I am not a fucking alcohol connoisseur, you know? I just drink whatever the fuck I want. Mojito has to be a strawberry mojito. I don't like the fucking minty bitch. I don't like that. What else do I drink? I drink Baileys. I drink amaretto. That's about it. I like vodka over rum any day of the fucking week. Okay? I do not endorse drinking. Don't drink, don't smoke, don't do anything, but do whatever the fuck you want because it's your life and not mine. As well. Bellini is like a peach puree juice with champagne. Ugh, champagne. I don't drink any sparkly. Ew. Ew. Expedition 33 doesn't appeal to me at all. That's good. People have different tastes, you know? Energy drinks like Red Bull are ew. Taurine. What do you think? Okay, because we literally had this conversation the other day. This is a question just for Arashi. Nobody else. Don't Google it. Don't say it. I don't want you to say it. Arashi, what do you think Taurine is? Like, don't Google it. Just tell me why you think it is. Because we literally had this conversation and there was like a time where people thought that Taurine was something in Spain that wasn't. Because people are fucking ignorant. And I will tell you after Arashi tells me. Don't think. You guys are not allowed to think. Only Arashi is allowed to talk. What did I say? You guys are unable to fucking follow any instructions whatsoever. Not any, like, hey, don't do this. Okay, so you didn't think it was what people thought it was. So for some reason, and I'm talking about like 10 years ago or something, the energy drink like phenomenon in Spain, like, you know, reached its peak. Everyone was drinking energy drinks, whatever. And I remember a rumor started like spreading like wildfire. Taurine, the name does come from bull in Spain, right? Taurine, toro, taurina, toro. So people were like, wait, does taurine come from a bull? And people started like going, it's gonna get nasty, okay? It's gonna get nasty. People thought in Spain, and they still do to this fucking day, a lot of them, they thought people, they thought people made energy drinks out of taurine, and taurine was bull's semen. When I tell you, I'm not even fucking joking, okay? I remember being in my early teens and having an energy drink and having friends tell me to my face, ew, are you drinking that? It has like bull semen in it. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, it has taurine. I'm like, that's not what it is. Oh my God. That was like, if people still think that to this day. A lot of people do. Listen, people in the UK think that as well. You see what I'm talking about? There might have been like, maybe it was to stop people from drinking energy drinks. There is an issue of teenagers and children drinking a lot of energy drinks in Europe, so maybe they thought that would stop them. But it was so stupid. Bull semen. How? Why? I mean, I bet. I mean, we eat bull's testicles. Not we. Who's we? I don't eat them, okay? Because I don't like them. But we eat bull's testicles in Spain. So bull semen wouldn't be like, out of the park. But no. Do you have a hard pillow or a soft pillow? It's in between. Now we're talking about fucking pillows. What do you guys have? My pillow is perfect. It's like the perfect fucking amalgamation of hard and soft. I cannot sleep in those pillows and it's always men. It's those pillows you guys have that you have drooled on it for like 20 years straight and they're yellow. And all the stuffing has disintegrated. So you have to like fucking bunch it together. So, otherwise it spreads around and you have like stuffing here and here, but in the back, there's nothing. No, that's disgusting. Disgusting. Also, I use all those pillows, okay? Before anyone, you have to, no. So there's 6. You guys don't see it. There's that one, the pillow. Then there's the softer pillow and my pillow at the bottom. Those 2 pillows, because people that don't sleep with pillows are crazy. And I don't know how you guys do it. How do you sleep with no pillows? Like, don't you go like this? Like, my neck would hurt a lot. Is it live? Is it live? Nothing is happening, so I don't know. I don't know who this is. How much would a goon pay for used pillows? I don't know. There has to be like a market. There's a market for everything. Real men use rocks for pillows. I don't drool. My mouth stays shut when I drool. Yeah, taurine is synthetically produced in labs, yeah. I had to use multiple pillows, one soft for... Yes, like I use 2 pillows and then the other pillow I hack, right? Because I'm lonely. So yes. There has to be... Also, how do you guys sleep? Now I'm just interested in you guys' lives. Tell me, forget about this. Just tell me. What do you guys do? Let me fix this. I do this so you guys can see everything. There you go. Like I cannot sleep like this. Like on my back or on my belly. I have to sleep on my sides and I switch depending on the light. Like my window is right here. So at night I sleep facing the window and in the morning I sleep facing the other way. Remember when a girl sold her bathwater? When a girl sold, they're still doing that to this day. I sleep on my back on a thin pillow as if I'm on my side. You guys are weird. Why? I sleep on the ground. I don't sleep. I sleep in a tent for about a year on and off? Really? Do you guys go camping? Has anyone ever gone camping? I have. Maybe I do have ADHD. Because what's wrong with me? I don't think I like camping. I've done it a couple times when I was a child and I hated it. I am a princess, you know what I mean? I like the comfort of modern life. If I sleep on my back, I always get nightmares for some reason. I just cannot fall asleep on my back. Oh, you know what the worst thing? I do have dreams when I sleep on my back, but you know what happens if I sleep on my back? That I dream like I'm watching a monitor, right? Like a screen. So if I sleep on my side, like that's fine. But for some reason, if I sleep on my back, it's like the monitor is like here. So first, am I okay? Am I wrong? I bought a new pillow in Divet today. That's, you know that you get old when
Assassin's
you get
Creed Odyssey is a fantastic fantasy RPG.
Old school RuneScape is the greatest game of all time.
Lies of P is a better video game than Bloodborne.
The RPG category is so broad to the point that it's meaningless.
Mouse and keyboard is easier to be good at than controller.
The Horizon franchise is very mid.
A battle royale would not have saved Halo Infinite.
A battle royale would have saved Halo Infinite.
Multiplayer games are held to lower standards because everything you do with your friends is fun by default.
If most of our favorite games launched today, people would call them bad.
Hideo Kojima writes dialogue like an alien trying to convince everyone else he's a person, and it's bad.
Early access is good for video games.
Arkham Origins has the best written story in the Arkham series.
Nintendo is held to different standards than other companies.
Marathon is a more fun game than Arc Raiders.
PC or console? PC.
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 Console.
PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
I mean,
PlayStation.
I think,
You're
because
wrong.
I went into this quite, I think Luke Stephens
Mouse and keyboard.
is the one
Mouse
that
and keyboard.
organized
Depends
all of
for
this.
Controller.
Single player or multiplayer?
Can
Single player.
we be
Multiplayer.
over
Single
30
player.
Single player.
and not be fucking cringy? Is that, can we do that?
Competitive.
Casual.
Casual.
Can we?
Next.
Call of Duty.
These are not hot takes.
Battlefield.
You bastard.
These are just fucking,
Battlefield.
oh god.
Call of Duty.
I hate it when fucking Twitter discourse leaves Twitter.
Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike.
Can we not, please?
Apex.
Fortnite.
Can we
I can't
not?
agree with Master Chief and Apex, so we'll go Fortnite.
I think that they are
Overwatch.
the organizers of this.
Marvel Rivals.
You say neither or neither? I'm from Iowa.
Either.
Neither?
No. You can say, if you pronounce it either.
They are the people that made this showcase.
Neither.
Marvel Rivals.
Ooh, that's a good one. Mmm. Like, release Overwatch?
Arc Raiders or Escape from Tarkov?
Arc Raiders.
Who cares?
Arc
Who
Raiders.
cares? Play whatever the fuck you want. Nobody gives a
Grand Theft
fuck.
Auto or Red Dead Redemption?
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption, Arthur.
Mmm, Red Dead.
Elden Ring or Sekiro?
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
I haven't played Sekiro, but I'm gonna
Aye.
do Elden Ring.
Both.
Dark Souls or Bloodborne?
Bloodborne.
I can do that now
Should I answer
because I have a
Dark Souls?
I have a watch.
Dark Souls. No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bloodborne. Change my mind.
Would you choose which children you love more? Oh,
Arcade shooters or tactical shooters?
Tactical shooters.
Tactical shooters.
Arcade shooters.
what?
Battle Royale or Team Deathmatch?
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale.
Baldur's Gate 3 or Expedition 33?
I feel
Baldur's Gate
duality.
3.
Like I'm like,
BG3.
Expedition 33.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Witcher 3 or Cyberpunk?
The Witcher 3.
The Witcher.
The greatest game of all time, The Witcher 3.
Yes. Both. Witcher.
Skyrim or Fallout?
I'm sensing the vibes.
Fallout.
this showcase gonna bring to the
Fallout.
table.
Fallout.
And I don't know if my
Ooh.
spine is ready.
Morrowind and Fallout New Vegas.
New Vegas?
Mass Effect.
Dragon Age.
Mass Effect.
Dragon Age.
Outworld.
Come on! Diferente!
Power World.
I don't wanna get a cease
Perdona?
and desist, so I'll say Pokemon.
Perdona?
Depends.
¿Cómo vas a decir
Vaporeon?
Mass
No,
Effect
don't
over
put
fucking
that.
Dragon
Don't
Age?
put that.
Super Mario or Sonic.
Super Mario.
Follow New
Super
Vegan?
Mario Bros.
Super Mario.
I am my parents' favorite
Sonic.
child.
Destiny or Warframe.
Ha!
Warframe.
Destiny
And there's
2.
5 of us.
Warframe.
Diablo or Path of Exile.
It's not hard.
Path
The
of Exile.
others are fucked.
Diablo.
So.
No, you can't do that to me. What the hell? Ah, man. Diablo is my childhood. Path of Exile is a lot better now. Ah.
Breath of the Wild or Ocarina of Time.
When you play New Vegas,
Breath of
I
the
have played New
Wild.
Vegas
Ooh.
multiple
I have a
times.
long
I
story
love the
about
fucking game. I
Ocarina
played
of
online,
Pass.
fucking live.
Ocarina of Time.
But I will do it
Real Life or Metroidvania.
again.
Roguelikes.
Is the reason you're the one
Roguelikes.
with them?
Metroidvanias.
Yeah.
I love both.
Yeah.
Roguelite? Metroidvanias? Castlevania.
Achievement hunting or multiple playthroughs.
Multiple playthroughs.
Multiple playthroughs?
Achievement hunting.
People
Ah!
who only play games for achievements are so low on my
Listen,
totem
can we
pole.
all
What was this?
agree that
Achievement
showcases are
or multiple playthroughs.
you have to tune them out what
Multiple
everyone is saying
playthroughs.
and just focus on the trailers
All right, you're good.
because bro,
Sorry.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a fantastic fantasy RPG.
oh, we're doing this
Old School
again.
RuneScape is the greatest game of all time.
Yeah, I don't care. Who's the target audience? I don't fucking know. Like 35-year-old gamers that live with their moms and, you know, I don't know, and then jerk off to VTubers. I don't know. I muted it. You guys are fine. You guys are fine. Listen. There's something, hot take. It's very ironic and hypocritical coming from me, but I don't consider myself an influencer or a streamer. You know what I mean? I'm just a bitch that gets online and just yells because I can, because I have a camera and I can. But oof, it gets to a point, right? Like these are people that have gotten to a point where you start like this, right? Like you do whatever you want, and then you get popular enough that you need a PR manager. You need, you know, you start signing contracts with platforms and stuff. And then your entire personality on camera is just so scrapped clean and so performative. You know what I'm talking about? Like, these people are not being genuine. They're just being on camera, which I get. And they're literally behind this entire thing. Like, they made the new game showcase. And hey, as long as they show me new stuff, I'm here for it. But I don't have to like them or listen to them, you know? I was a VTuber, bitch. Before, like, I feel like that's a pipeline. I wasn't a VTuber by choice, right? I was a VTuber because I didn't have a camera. And I didn't have the money for a camera. That we all start somewhere. So yes. And the moment I had a camera, I was like, bye, face reveal, hello, I'm here to stay, like, you know, or hate it. Fuck that. Never again, bro. Never again. Also, it wasn't a VTuber, like, you know, it was just me without a camera. The only one I have seen out of all of them is Loyalty. I have seen Loyalty in a couple things. I just don't like these people enough to sit here for like 10 minutes listening to them yap. Like, listen to them pretend to have original and individual ideas when this is just rehearsed. Yeah. So, this is like something so cringe about people not being genuine on camera and not being good enough to hide it, because, you know, you can always fucking tell when someone is just being the character that they created for stream. It's just, you can tell. Like, I'm a viewer, you know. I watch people stream. I watch people, you know, do stuff on YouTube. And you can always tell when someone is not being genuine. Like, they're putting like their fucking YouTuber persona or their Twitch persona. And I hate it. I hate it. Because at this point, like in you know, the 21st century, you cannot really be yourself if you want to have a really big platform, a really big, like, you know, you can't. Because, you know, you would not have the same opportunities if you were honest that if you were a corporate shell with, which, you know, I not look before all of this because and I came on look hard. Because I remember during the whole Veilguard debacle, he defended Veilguard to the death. Like, he was one of those people that had early access to Veilguard, and one of those people that was like promoting Veilguard and saying how great of a game it was and how it was a return to form, this and that. And then he was also one of the people that didn't get a full copy of the game to review early access. And it was so funny to me to see how this, like, Luke is the guy with the glasses, this guy. He was, like, week before defending Veilguard to death. And then, when he realized he didn't make the cut for early access, like, copy, like, he spent all that time shilling for a game that wouldn't make him the money he thought he would make out of it, he completely switched around. He was like, I was deceived. They tricked me. They scammed me. EA did this. You know what I'm talking. And it's like, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for people that are afraid to have an original thought. Even if it's like a bad take. I have bad takes, all my fucking takes. If you argue, you know, enough with me, which I enjoy. That's my kink. All of my takes are bad, but they're mine, you know? And I never walk them back unless I educate myself and I find, like, you know, I find information, not everyone else. I find information that is like, oh, okay, I was wrong about this, which hasn't happened yet because I only talk about things that I know about. I don't, you know, but, you know, these people don't have that. Yeah, people praised it. The guy that created the showcase praised it. Is this the trailer? I don't know who Giga Vega is, but hey. I think this is the trailer. I'm assuming we're gonna see a lot of indie. A lot of indie games. I can't wait for people to fucking talk. To yap. Crimson Desert? God, I played Crimson Desert so long ago. That's an MMO, right? Or am I fucking talking shit on my butthole? This music is so bad. So I'm Black Desert. Thank you. I confused them. So Crimson Desert is another game. I don't think I've ever seen anything about Crimson Desert. What is Crimson Desert? I'm out of the loop in this one. Also, how's the audio as well? It's pretty loud for me, but I can fix that by myself.
Welcome to the New Game Plus Game Showcase, a new initiative built by creators who love games for what they are and not just the games that pay to have them promoted. First up, I'm Hunter. I'm normally behind the camera across gaming and esports events,
I'm
and
sorry.
I work on social accounts
Did
for each one of
Hunter
different
here
games.
say,
My favorite games of all
this
time would
is
probably be
made
RuneScape, Dark Souls 3, Leaf Green,
for
Black
creators,
Ops 2,
like,
and
from
Star
creators
Wars
that
Battlefront 2. Then we have
are
Jake
tired
Lucky,
of, like,
kind of the point
in
where gaming,
showcases.
esports, and
Did
streamers
we hear
collide.
that?
If you look at him for too long, you'll start to wonder why his neck is so long, and if you
He
look
said
at his
something
Twitter
about
for
like,
too
oh,
long,
for creators
you'll
that are
wonder how
tired
much
of games
Nadeshot
like
paid him
paying
to
their
tweet
way
clips of
like
them every
success or
single day.
something.
His favorite
or
games of
having,
all
like-
time are RuneScape, Age of Empires 2,
Are you kidding
Halo
me?
Infinite, Jumpstart Adventures with Bodley, and CSGO. Next up, Luality. A streamer with a hatred of spoons and a love for dragon sex, Lua probably has more personality than the rest of us in her pinky. Her favorite games include Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, XCOM 2, Witcher 3, and Mass Effect. Then,
that
Luke
Dragon Age isn't
Stevens,
there?
the mind of a critic with the heart of a fan. Luke breaks down games to their DNA and really looks at everything a game has to offer. Where our brains might be smooth, his is nice and wrinkled. His favorite games of all time are Elden Ring, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Last of Us, Witcher 3, and Batman Arkham City. The fifth and final in-person member this year is I Am Rob. Rob came from the hell of making Call of Duty videos to the other hell of platinuming games. His favorite games of all time are Witcher 3, Halo 3, Batman Arkham City, X-Men Legends, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
So,
Not to be confused with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Then our final member is Blue Thunder, the man who is always spotlighting the next hidden gem before anyone else sees it coming. He just had a beautiful second child that luckily takes after his wife, so he's not here in person but was a major part of the showcase. His favorite games of all time are Resident
Who
Evil
cares?
2, Silent Hill 2,
Who
Elden
cares?
Ring, The Last of Us, and Metal Gear Solid
I know that
2.
these people are
Together, we're pressing how we think
a
game
lot of variety
showcases should
in
feel.
their favorite games.
Conversational,
Very.
authentic, and transparent.
We are here to celebrate what actually excites us. Incredible worlds, creative devs, and stories behind those games that we love so much.
There's no paid placements, no marketing scripts, just pure passion and excitement for what's coming up.
And
in
again,
gaming.
You can
how
expect a wide
would
range
we
of
know?
content, including new trailers, fresh gameplay,
I love that these people are like,
developer
oh,
interviews,
there's no
behind-the-scenes
script,
content,
there's
and
no
even some
paid
updates
anything.
to your favorite games.
How would
So
we
sit
know?
back, grab your drink of choice,
Even
and let's
if
dive
it
into
was.
some of the games that we
Or
think
was
are
it?
worth your attention. This is the
Like-
New Game Plus Game Showcase.
I
Also, who
don't
picked
care.
the name?
Just show
New
me the
Game's a
fucking
work in
trailers.
progress.
Wait, what's the name
New
again?
Game Plus shows the
New
showcase.
plus a game plus a showcase.
Have we trademarked that yet? Because I don't.
Oh, God.
Well, we have cups.
We
that's
already
most of
got
it.
the cup.
Sick name.
The cups are
Yes,
done.
my bullshit
There's no
sense
changes.
is tingling
Cheers.
with, you know, my punani is tingling. I hate this. It's so, can we just fucking not? Like, I don't, they're not good actors.
Alright guys,
If
so
they were
first
good
up
actors,
we have three awesome games. We have Blind
would
Descent
fucking
coming from Owlcat. We have Deep Dish
act.
Dungeon coming from Behold and Raw Fury, as well as an exclusive interview with the Don Walker creative director.
so it's a survival. Oh, I am here for Blood of the Dawn Walker. Like, I'm gonna play that day one, 100%. So this is like, what is that game? If I don't remember, I cannot expect you to remember. Whatever, this looks very generic. And I don't care about survival games, so. Okay, this is one of the Reaper-likes. That is gonna be popular for like a week. And then people are gonna forget about it. Yeah, AAA games only. You would think that they would at least like try to find one content creator that is like only an indie fan, but hey. Yeah, friends love, as the kids say. Yeah, it's a friends love game. they are very popular for like a week and then no one picks them up again. This is the same trailer? So they're not... This is for the... I think they said a creative director interview, so that's the new thing that they're going to be showing us. Or not. These are things that we have seen already.
A Dawnwalker is like a special kind of being in our IP. It's neither fully a vampire nor a human. It's something in between. What this means is basically that you, as a Dawnwalker, you have underwent a transformation. You used to be human. And now, during the nighttime, you do get all the powers and the difficulties of being a vampire. So you get the blood craving and so on. But during daytime, these powers are dormant and you still have to eat. You have all the weaknesses of a human, right? But also the perks of being human. One of the things that is unique to humans in our IP is being able to use magic, so casting spells. The Dawnwalkers are not very commonplace in that IP. They are very, very rare, rarer than vampires. So you as a Dawnwalker are kind of special in this regard. I would say the short-term things that have immediate impact on the character development are you have to feed on, you know, either animals or humans on blood suddenly, right? So you get these cravings, you get these weird, eerie experiences.
And you can do it in mid-combat.
You didn't have
Sign me
as
the
a
fuck
human.
up.
Brentsis and his clique of vampires actually caught him on his low point when he was vulnerable. He has used specific traits of vampiric blood in order to cement his position in the valley. Because, you know, as you might imagine, having a bloodsucker as your lord might be a tough sell. However, if the alternative is getting sick and, you know, dying in thousands, actually it doesn't sound as such a horrible thing. He tries to kind of distort the religious beliefs in order to install himself as a savior of the valley. We do explore this in the game, so you might see, like, for example, statues erected to Brentsis, new iconography shown in the local cathedral,
We did
for
see
example,
that where
and in the castle
in
and
churches
so on.
they would be
There is
praising
this whole
the
cult of
vampires now.
personality
They
he
would
builds
like
around
whip
himself.
them
So
into the...
he basically shows himself as something better than the old order, right? We do have a mechanic
Shiva
tied
won't say,
to
but
shrines
hey.
that are erected across the valley, and Brentsis puts a lot of attention to kind of twist them to his own image, and these do
Tell me
have
what
a
he said.
functionality.
If
When
I
we
missed
play the
something
game,
interesting,
we have assigned
I need to
specific
let my
functions
dog...
to them.
She will
Generally
knock the
speaking,
thing.
one of the
I
things
know.
we wanted to achieve in this game is to have Brentsis being this active antagonist. You know, in a lot of games, the antagonists are out there to be defeated, but generally speaking, you have free reign. You do your own thing, and it doesn't really, change much in how
That
they
is what
approach you.
Boba should be.
In this game, what we wanted to do is to have Brentsis react to your actions as you complete different activities throughout the valley, as you maybe undermine
Vampire
his
Tabletop back in
operations and so on.
1995. How
Kind of like his seal of approval.
Exactly. So it's like, so basically the way you can think about it is like the more you do in the valley, especially if you undermine Brentsis, you will gain notoriety. The more notorious you are, the more edicts Brentsis will pass in order to thwart
Ooh,
you.
interesting.
So for example, he might send out more soldiers to patrol roads and
So,
villages, right? He might.
There are playthroughs maybe
in some
where,
extreme
you
cases,
don't
maybe
want to
even
do...
initiate a lockdown of the city.
You don't want to
basically,
cause a lot of
hamper,
ruckus
your
because that
ways
would
of
make a
traversing it, right?
next or like
there is
mission
a number of these
much
edicts
harder
we have
to
prepared, and
deal
each
with.
of them is designed to kind of twist and change the general open world gameplay. It also has benefits. There are factions in the valley that dislike Brentsis, so the more notoriety you gain, the better standing with them
I
you get.
like that
they
there's,
actually like that. There is a
timed
number of plot lines
missions
that you
as
can
well.
follow if you want. You can also cut them off because we have added these systems where, for example, you might lose control over Cohen when he's a vampire if he was hungry. You might kill off some important NPCs, and then the plot line
You can
just cuts
kill
off,
important
basically, or you
NPCs?
get some alternative version.
Sign me the fuck
there are
up.
some ways to enter the castle in the open world. You can ignore these side plot lines. You can level up Cohen and decide to attack the castle on your own, right?
Out of curiosity,
Mhm.
is there romance in the game?
Romance, yes, of course. We do have romance options, yes. We didn't delve deep into like with whom yet.
Okay.
And I'll leave that
And
for
romance.
the future to talk about.
Mhm.
However, yes, you can expect to build relationships with characters. Like I
Nice.
said, there is
Role
like one
playing.
main goal.
I enjoy that.
very
You can
varying
completely
ways to get
ignore it,
to
or you
These
can go
different
for it.
ways that you
Good.
pick will impact, you know, what happens with Veil Sangora in the end, and it's all up to you. And I think, I really recommend experimenting with this stuff and having fun with it.
Nice.
First one, Blind Descent, Martian, survival, co-op, adventure.
Gives me Subnautica vibes, and in the best way possible. I really like it, but like more with land exploration, which is really cool. I honestly can't wait to try it.
We're also going to see a lot of survival games today. So I think it all comes down to what the
It's so
ultimate depth of the game
scripted.
is.
I know they're
But
like,
I
it's
also,
so
my first thought
scripted.
when I
It's so
saw
scripted.
Martian Land
It
was
hurts.
No Man's Sky. That's obviously like maybe a reach for expectation wise, and then definitely a tall task. But when I heard Martian, I thought No Man's Sky-esque.
Like you said, a lot of survival games, but I think it's popular right now, and I'm hopeful that a lot of them do it right. But this is like going underneath Mars and has aliens. It looks interesting. I like it.
I'm intrigued about
They're saying nothing.
the variety of ecosystems and
Hello?
aliens and plants that they bring up.
Like you said, it's
do you
popular
click
now because people like
how
them,
they're all
and so they share a lot of things
masters at saying
mechanically, but
absolutely
for me,
fucking
it's really
nothing?
the vibe, and this one has a vibe.
Yeah,
Because
it's
it is
good
a
vibe.
skill.
That's why I wonder how
And they
that
all have
gameplay
it.
loop goes. Like, how far down can you go? What kind of biomes are you experiencing as you continue to go down? And like you said, with survivals, we see like a lot of the same loops. So how can they?
Are there trees you can cut?
Yeah, like again, we're gonna talk about it a lot, but if you can cut a tree down, I'm good.
They're
with
not gonna
survival
play this
games.
game. No, they're not.
At that point, I'm the target. I'm the target audience.
No, they're not.
Then we have Deep Dish.
No,
Deep Dish
they
Dungeon,
just
co-op
have
dungeon crawling.
done
A
twice,
survival
like 3
game,
games.
a
They have
handcrafted
done like
dungeon.
a
You gather resources,
survival
cook
game,
to strengthen your party. You
a-
can party up with friends.
But of the Dawn Walker?
I'm excited for it.
or Dawn of the Blood Walker.
This
I don't
thing
fucking
is a
remember.
vibe. Like, I don't know what
That's
you
the
call that
interview
art
with the
style, but
creative
whatever it is,
director,
like
and
injected
then
into
Kind
my
of retro,
veins.
right?
a
It's
French
like
love
pixel
game.
art, but then they also have like some
Yeah, none of them
voxel
are
type
gonna be,
tech for
and none of them are
digging and
gonna
breaking
play
through. I don't know,
none
whatever
of
it is, I
the,
like it.
which is really
Okay, so when
fucked
Luke said
because they're all
voxel-
content creators, but none of them are gonna play all
that's
the
big
games
word count
showcased
number one of the
in
day.
their showcase.
When I see that, I'm very basic. I'm like, that's got to be some form of pixel
Is there
art,
romance from
which
a
is
game you
definitely
think
coming
your mom
back.
would
I feel like we're
enjoy?
seeing more
Mass
games kind of
Effect.
pull back that old view, that
100%.
old like Minecraft
'd
pixel
try
art,
to
whatever you want to
fuck,
call it, voxel view.
Rex.
Nah.
I will be honest with you guys. While
100%.
you guys are talking about pixels, I'm thinking I hope I can kill my teammates in funny ways. So sure, we'll go with the pixels.
Yeah, we were watching the trailer together, and the first thing she was saying was like, "Hey, how do I kill those I'm with?"
I mean, I have to imagine it's a dungeon crawling game about cooking in the dungeon. Surely you're gonna be able to accidentally poison yourselves.
Do you
know?
think you can get like
Why
bad
are we talking
ingredients
about
on purpose to murder
this?
your?
I bet you're.
Oh my God.
are gonna have to- I bet you're
I
gonna
don't
have to
care.
find out.
Going there.
I don't know
I
if I
wonder,
like
though,
this type of
with it being, like,
showcase
in
where they think
dungeons,
I care
Like if
about
they're gonna
their
have an
opinion.
in-game
If
proximity
I care
chat
about their
kind of
opinion
thing.
in games,
It's one of
I
my
would
favorite
be
things in games like
watching
this
their
when you're like
channels
walking through and you can
individually,
hear your friend off in the
but
distance.
I'm
and they're
not.
producing, like,
The Lethal
So-
Company
Yeah.
effects where they're like,
It looks
oh,
like
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want to
it's
hear their
extremely
opinions on video games. I
Yeah,
want
like
to
at
see
least
them.
gonna be in their edition. In that
Like I can hear you say,
Like, at
"Hey,
least the
it
co-op,
looks
he's
fun. I
across
might
the
play
world.
it. I don't
Oh,
want
he's
like 10
there.
minutes of you
I'm
yapping."
dishing, baby. I'm dishing.
I'm dishing.
Making
Can you
dinner.
bring the carrot?
What are you making?
This is what happens when
Yeah, no, but
you
it
know,
looks very promising.
it's like
Next up,
main
we have
character
Dawn Walker.
syndrome,
Lua
but
had a
there's
crazy
6
conversation
people that
with her
have
creative
it.
director. Single player, vampire, RPG. It looks incredible. I think the 30-day system is awesome and, like you said, gives weight to things. And then the whole, like, there's so many decisions you can make.
What I find really interesting about the game is that
She
Conan
was gonna
protagonist is
talk,
half vampire,
and they cut
half
it off.
man. And even though like
Ah.
all of that sounds great by itself, there's even another layer where at night, of course, he can use vampiric abilities that he doesn't get to use.
Like I
during
love
the
that like you're
daytime.
telling me what
His
I like.
combat's different. He's
This
not
is
using a
like
sword. He's using
I
claws. And then in
see,
the
like,
daytime,
I go
of
to a
course, there's
restaurant
NPCs
and they
walking
serve me a plate of
around, and there's,
food.
you know, maybe
And
patrols going around.
I can see
that
what it
aren't
is.
there at
I
night,
order
and there's
this.
different
I
ones
know
at
what it
night.
is.
So
You know, I
You
can
can
eat
use
it by
magic as
myself.
human. You
And
can
these
use
people are
magic
like,
as a
wait,
vampire.
Yes, and
fucking
basically
shove
what
it in
they're
their
trying
mouth,
to do
chew it for
is
me,
to
and
not
go,
just have the time be an element
spit
of
it in my
certain
mouth. I
actions
didn't
to
ask you
take
to
it
do that.
forward, but also
Yes,
whether
all
you're
of
playing
them,
in day or
all
night,
these
quest
people.
lines play out
They're not guests.
completely
Yes. They
differently
made
because people are in
the
different
New Game
spots, their
Plus
behaviors are different.
showcase.
This person may be asleep, so you can't talk to them,
Have
but
different
somebody else is
abilities.
there.
I was
Exactly.
excited about
Well,
this
The Witcher 3
showcase
is my personal
until
favorite
I knew
game
Luke
of all
Stephen
time.
was
So,
involved.
and this is former Witcher
like,
3
oh.
developers working on this, and so much of that charm was prevalent there.
The music.
The music, just that soundtrack in the short little snippet we saw there, I felt
This
I love
is
that simple
time
separation between day and night and different
where
things coming
you
with your
have to
character.
That's gotta be,
show
like,
me
the coolest
stuff.
part.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
because it's
losing
gotta probably
interest.
tailor to your gameplay of like,
I
I
don't
gotta
care
wait
about
to
look.
make this choice during the nighttime versus during the daytime where I can use certain
I
abilities or
agree with him
different
in
combat
his
styles. I love
Starfield
that part
video.
of it.
And so I could
But I
foresee
feel like
a
Starfield
run
was
through
one of
like
those
a
games
play
where
style
you couldn't
where
defend it
you're
even
playing
if you
only
tried.
at
Like
night
there was
for
you
missions, you're
couldn't.
just doing
And then he
stealthy
lost me
vampire
completely
stuff,
during Veilguard.
and you're eating people or
Yeah, it
drinking
really
blood
feels
rather
like
not eating
they
people. I
are,
don't
you
know,
know.
by the way. But
Whatever
you know,
you
They really
a
think
dark
people
run through
care
versus
about what they
like
have
a
to
light
say.
run through in the daytime, the vegan run through.
Like I don't care.
Which has one of those vegan.
Vegan sped run.
They're
done.
treating
Yeah,
a
vegan
showcase like a
Sponsored by Beyond
podcast.
The fact that they revealed a little bit about more.
They have.
Princess
This
to
is so
Overlord
funny.
is
They
also
have
systems.
interrupted
He
Lolly
really talked a lot
twice.
about
They have
systems
cut off
that they
completely
have
what she
not
said
spoke on
twice.
yet at all, and didn't with us either.
Like the edicts. As you go around the world trying to find your information, you can side with different people, and depending on what you do, you can make the Brensis quite upset. So he can start making laws and rules to stop you from progressing in a certain way.
I also like that Brensis as an antagonist is not just
And
like
you can
pure
tell that they're
evil,
used
doing
to,
all
right?
sorts of horrible stuff.
And
Like he is helping the, like,
guilty
the
as
people
charged.
in some ways.
But they're used
in
to
order
talking
you know,
to
get control
chat.
of them, but he's
They're
like
used
curing
to
them of
be
the
the ones
plague.
that
Like, he
have to talk
offers them something they're
constantly.
getting
It
elsewhere.
is kinda
So he's
like
doing
the-
bad stuff.
the
It's like
curse
there's
of being a
nuance.
content
And that
creator.
typically makes for really, really
Yeah,
good stories.
Harder choices.
So
perspective
they're just,
and
you know.
never a clear cut
I
good or
haven't
bad.
played
Because I
Manowar,
bet you
no.
there's gonna be a moment where it's
It's
like
one
you
of
could
those
games
stop
that I
it,
don't
like
even
his
have on my
influence in an
radar.
area. That means they're gonna die of the plague. So it's like, do you let
They're
the
just
bad guy
yapping.
do
Like
the-
we have seen
the
3
thing that
fucking
you're trying to
games,
stop him
and
to
it's
do,
been like how
or-
long
And
already?
it's also about perspective. These people were ruled by a very tyrannical leader before.
Like
So
we know this
even though
information.
Brent
We
is a
we're just
vampire to
told
them,
this information.
He
Maybe
may
it's
as well
worth it.
be a
Yeah.
savior, right?
God. So it's gonna be
For
3
the next
games
section, we
in
have
yapping.
3. Again, I'm gonna have to not say incredible games every single time, but we have Prologue, Go Way Back from PlayerUnknown, Beautiful
Not
Light
a
from Deep
good-
Worlds, and Project
Like I know that this
Shadowglass
is
from
like their
Starhelm
first
Studios.
showcase. They need to get rid of the whole couch segment. Like, tell me what you think about the game.
It's just
Maybe
an infinite
30
map
seconds, a
generator
little bit in the
with
beginning,
some game
and then
loops on top of it.
don't talk
So
to
you
me.
have a survival loop, which is pretty hard. Get to the weather tower, we give you a map and a compass and not much else. Some basic survival mechanics, and it's a game against yourself more than
If
anything
I want to
else, and
hear
kind of the
someone yap,
decisions
I
you
will
make. Then
actually
we also
go
have just
and, you know,
objective
find someone
survival,
on the
which just
internet, but
see how
no.
long you can last in the world, and free roam for
So is it like
those
a
that just like to hike.
forest,
The
like?
differentiator, or the thing that makes a difference, is that we can generate essentially infinite maps of 8x8 scale. Like we have a map editor in the game and stuff like that, but we want to be able to give you the ability to give a deep link to someone. So I can just send you like a HTTP link that starts up the game, loads a map and a scene.
I do love
and I
that
can
they
share
have
stuff
made
I've built
chilling
with you with just a link, right?
a profession,
It's kind of
an art.
Go Way Back is just it's
They
a
have made, like,
technological
a
experiment that
early
or proving
access-
some technology we've developed. It's no longer an experiment; it's in production.
Like
so it works.
like an art.
But
They have.
it's
This is
also
like they have
going back to
reached
my love of
a
survival
peak
games
that
and
no
those
one
kind
else
of
has ever achieved.
emergent. Just I'm not giving anyone missions to do. It's just get there, and how you get there is fully up to you. Basically,
so
if you
funny
play
to
the
me.
same seed, you get the same weather.
have
I'm pretty sure you
mastered
get the same cabin layout. and
the
you
art.
maybe get the same loot. So you and 4
Oh
friends
my God.
could technically race to the weather tower.
It's
and
like,
see who gets
hey,
there
you
first
know
because
when
we have
I,
the same
on my
conditions. And
YouTube
while we
channel
don't have
where I
multiplayer
get,
yet, you have this kind of
and they
asynchronous
still do it
multiplayer,
now because
as
this
long
is
as you
not
can
the
share the
full
seed with people.
interview.
And I thought, wouldn't
So
that
they
be
do
a
this,
cool
and then
thing for
they
events
send
where you
you
have 16
to their
streamers
YouTube
and see how
channel
long they
to
can
get the
survive
full
in
interview.
objective survive mode, right? Or see who can race to the weather tower quickest, or we can set up the weather just to get progressively colder and see who
Yeah, they
lasts
show the
the
choice and then
longest.
explain
There's
to
a
me what I
weather
just
tower
saw, like
on
I'm
top of
blind.
one of the higher points on the map. It's generally the other side of the map. We do have prompts now that tell you what to do in the world. But yeah, there's some simple survival mechanics. Keep yourself warm, keep yourself
I don't
dry.
know what this game is. It's
light
like The
fires,
Forest.
board up windows, keep your body in a good temperature, get across the map. And we don't tell you where you are on the map, except when you find a new map in the world and it updates your position, you're left for basic
So it's
navigation.
like, oh, there's
kind
like
of set in
a
the 80s,
maze situation.
So you don't have digital GPS, stuff like that. I want to make sure that the worlds we're generating have enough depth that when we add story and mission and quest-based content, that the worlds feel like coherent and real enough that it makes sense. Like, I want to have pathing. I want to have like infrastructure, like telephone lines.
I have never heard of
kind
this game.
stuff.
I mean, that's
so
the kind of
cabins
point,
aren't
right?
just
But-
random cabins in the forest. That there seems to be some like, you know, logical placement.
I
of
wonder
stuff
we're
in the
gonna
world.
see a game.
And once we
that's
have
gonna be
those
like,
in, then we
"Oh,
can
this
more
is
easily go,
interesting."
well,
So far-
okay, you need to connect all the substations to bring power to the weather tower so you can get a message or go and do various things. Right now, there's a bunch of cabins and there's survival mechanics, but we want to add a lot more depth to the environment. Preface is a tech demo. That I always said I wanted to release a free tech demo of the engine we're building, and that's what Preface is. And the kind of poetic thing is that my last game will be Preface, because it'll just be a visualization of what's possible with our engine at that time. And it's more like Minecraft Survival, that it's an example of what you can do with the engine, and it'll be open source and free for everyone, so you can do whatever you want. So having this kind of digital space, like an internet in 3D, I don't see anyone working towards that. I see small bubbles, but I don't see anyone really trying to do Earth-scale terrain with millions of people.
So
and that's
is
kind
it
of the
kind of
bigger
like
goal,
Minecraft
and
in
that's
that
what we've
sense of
broken
like
down
just
into
like
3
you generate a
games.
world?
The aim is that you should be able to
and
do
you
anything
survive
from
in it?
10 by 10 to 100 by 100 with 5v5 or 100v100 relatively easily and not have any problems. We will build maybe an Earth-scale terrain, maybe smaller, with hopefully a network layer that supports millions of people. That will be kind of a survival civilization MMO type game. But again, that's just one layer of the world. Like, I want you to be able to just jump around the world and see what's happening, because you should be able to, like, I think if you want to interact with the world, there should be a layer of survival you have to do, or a layer of gameplay in order to kind of leave
I'm
your
just simply not
impression on the
interested in
world.
games like this. Like my, you know.
Quebec Charlie to Quebec Romeo Foxtrot. We got your location report. We are monitoring you in the operation zone. Good luck. Over.
I like the look of it, because then when the things die and they become flowers, it looks really stark. You know, like the contrast is really good. Kind of like a, yeah, this is interesting. Am I gonna play it? Probably fucking not. Not gonna lie to you. I have seen, yeah, the Stalker games. I have seen this before. Is it gonna be, I guess it's like a co-op thing? If it's a co-op thing, I'm always in search of... Also, it's giving SCP Foundation games. I think it might be a co-op game. I can't see shit. Reminds me of Atomfall as well. Is it an extraction? Like you go in and you do what you have to do and then you like extract? This is literally SCP. Have you ever played Dark Tide? Uh-huh.
In a world
I have it installed.
pixels were once only 2D. Now they're 3D.
Oh, I'm just with you. I'm Dominic John, the dev behind Project Shadowglass, a 3D pixelated RPG that's a
One thing that I
love
do
letter to
like is that they're
classic immersive
allowing
sims like Thief
the
and
devs
System
to
Shock.
talk about their
This
own
video
games.
is a series of prototype
But I
rooms
could
that
do
I've been
without the
working on
entire
some of the
content
core
creator
systems in.
section.
No art, no assets will be generated by AI. This is all human-made, hand-placed, made by me and artists like me because we love what we do.
What is this about, though?
If you have headphones, I would highly suggest wearing them. All the audio in Project Shadowglass is going to be 3D, and not just 3D, but simulated. The music emanating from this orb is going into the left ear and the right ear, but as I change the size of the space,
I don't know what this is about.
You can hear the character of the sounds change.
It's just one of those games, like an experience game, where the game is, it's about the game. It's about, you know, the things it could do.
And if we go
Shit
around
like
the
that.
wall, we can still hear it coming from the opening.
Like, it doesn't really have a story or anything. It's just like, it's a game. Like, hey, look at this game that it can do game things that you haven't seen before. Yeah, it's a game to do stuff like that. You know what I'm talking, like, am I explaining myself? Am I coming across? It's a game to do shit like this. Like, can I go there? Can I shoot this apple? Can I read this book?
Shadowglass
Can I
Discord
swim?
today, so if you have any
It's
ideas,
one of those
or
games.
suggestions, or just want to follow along, feel free to wishlist Project Shadowglass on Steam. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek on how things are coming along. Thank you so much, all the crew at New Game Plus for
I
having
mean,
me.
it's a work
Be
in
well, my
progress,
friends.
it seems. Okay. I feel weird
To start with,
about this showcase.
Prologue Go Way Back, another survival game that we're seeing, and we were talking, it's a bare bones survival game.
I am
where
so
there is no
tempted to
common
yes
enemy.
mute them,
Your
dude.
enemy is the elements, where you just have to try and survive.
Let's
and make it
vote.
to that
Do I
point.
mute them
so
when
if you
they're
guys don't know
yapping?
Brennan Green, he not only was behind the battle royale mode of H1Z1, which
There's
we
only
talked a
one
long time
yapper a lot
about,
here,
he was
and
also
it's
the creator
me.
of PUBG. So people have a lot of faith in him and what he calls his 10-year plan. And he talks about his ultimate goal being he wants 1 million players on a server. He wants the internet to be made 3D and for all of us to actually truly be able to play together. Which I know is
I
a
don't
crazy
wanna play with
transition
people.
from us talking
Dude,
about a
you know what
survival
happened to
game.
me today? I was playing World
Like we want to
And
cover
it's
their
just
survival game because I love
quiet.
survival games and they're going to be branching out in this game for the next
Did
2
they
years
happen?
until they have multiplayer.
I just, listen, I was in a library where wins me, and I made the mistake of playing on an event that was happening, and I went from this like beautiful experience of just quiet, just, you know, cinematic ambient sound and music and Chinese voice acting, and then it was just like, boom, fucking people be like, oh my, like a pick me girl trying to like flirt with a guy. And the guy was trying to do like a robot voice. Listen, I have never muted myself. And like, I closed the game. Like, I was so deeply fucking uncomfortable that I closed the game entirely. I was like, no, do not ever again. Don't do that. I just don't like that they're fucking telling me. It's like, oh, this is a water bottle here for you in 2026. And then Luke Stephen's like, yeah, so we just saw a pink water bottle that has water in it, and the whole, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but the dev told me that the whole reason why they made a water bottle was so you can drink from it. Just in case that you didn't catch that, you can drink from it. It's really good. It's really amazing, really high quality. I wasn't paid to say this, but you know, I just wanted you to know that it was a water bottle, pink water bottle full of water. I don't want people to tell me that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they have nothing of substance to fucking say. Because they made their entire careers about shilling about stuff. I'm sorry. You know? And I'm all about people being positive about what they like about video games. But again, it gets to a point where these people are household names. They're not they're Luke Stevens, they're Luality, they're like their usernames on the internet, so they're not allowed to say anything even slightly controversial. Do you guys really think that every single person here likes every single fucking game that they're seeing? No, but they cannot say it. So don't fucking advertise this stupid fucking showcase as, oh, we are not tied to any brands and any studios, when you, as a content creator, because I know, and I experienced that with Luke Stevens particularly, and a lot of people saw that in Luality with Bloodlines 2, they are tied to studios, and they are tied to, you know, because they get paid in engagement and in publicity, and, you know, and they get early access, and they get all of these things. So I don't care that they're telling me we're not getting paid. This is 100% our like unfiltered like opinion. No, it isn't. And we can all tell. So stop fucking lying to me. And the fact that they show 3 trailers, and between all 3 trailers, it never goes above like 5 minutes. You know, it's 5 minutes of trailers. And then they spend 20 minutes talking about shit that no one wants to hear. Like, I don't care. It's 9:33 here. Like, I just don't care. Like, who told them they have to get rid of this? Not even Jeff Keighley? Is it? It is Jeff Keighley? Not even him yaps so much. You know, you say a couple things and then you go into more stuff. I wonder, is there not enough games in this? Because why? Oh.
This section we have 3 what I would consider kind of sci-fi games
I'm
a little
interested.
bit, but we have Aphelion from Don't Nod, which we have an incredible look
I
behind
would
the
rather
scenes
they
of
invited the
music with
devs,
composer
or
themselves, as well as
they
the Expanse
were like,
from
hey,
Cyrus
I talked to the
Reborn
dev
from
of this
Owlcat, if you're familiar
game.
with the Expanse.
Here is
super
a
exciting,
snippet,
and
here's
also
this, and then
Distant
they
Shores,
show me,
Britain.
you know, every fucking dev. Yeah, fucking Exodus is cooked. Exodus is really cooked because the Expanse. Look at this. No, this is not the Expanse. This is another thing. But yeah, Exodus is pretty cooked. There you go.
My name is Amin Bouafa. I'm a film music composer, and I am the composer for Aphelion
Are you
video game.
fucking
I remember
French?
having a message from Talal saying that he loved the score of Summit of the Gods.
Well, this is just
and
another.
playing-
If he's
they
not
are
French, I'm
working
good.
on a new video game, and inviting me to come to the studio and to meet the team. It was very important for me to understand how the music would be
Oh, he's in
interactive. So how to compose, how
That's
to write
interesting.
music that would be interactive with models, with
I still
stems,
don't know
with
anything about the game.
separating the different elements, and at
So,
the same
hey,
time,
you know.
how could the music, how the
I love what
the
you do.
structure
I love your
of the
talent, but what
music would-
fucking what's the game
would
about?
be, an evolving structure. It was very important for me first to have the story of Ariane and Thomas. Like
Oh, so
that
it's
the
a-
log line is the story, both of them. So
Oh!
there is a theme.
I like
that
you can
conveys
play
this
with.
emotional
Oh,
relationship
I'm gonna play this with my fiance.
between them, and then the frozen.
If
aspect
it's one of
the
those
music.
dual things.
For me, it was very important first to.
Nice speakers.
to
I mean,
feel
he's a
the
musician.
cold. in
He's
the
a
music, to feel
composer.
The wind, to feel the ice. It's an instrument that had been invented by the Bachet brothers in the mid 20th century. For me, it looks like an alien instrument. When you see it, cannot even predict that it's a musical instrument. To play the instrument, you need to get your hands in water and then rub crystal buttons that are in this metal structure could convey this frozen identity of the score, and at the same time having this magical sense.
I guess
of
it's
the
that.
score.
I love organs. I froze again. And that's not
There's
on
a
me.
sacred feeling also
That's
to
them.
this planet. It's a huge planet, but I wanted to get this huge instrument and to.
You see what I'm like?
also
This
play
is an
very soft.
interesting
The organ has
part
a lot of
of
sounds.
the
It could be very
development of a
soft, it
game.
could be very aggressive.
I
it could
wish
be
they brought
large,
back
it could be
behind the scenes for video
intimate.
games.
For me, it's the planet. The planet could be
Because
very welcoming.
if
and
I was
suddenly
interested in this game
very,
and I wanted to know more,
how to
which
say, very
it was a thing
dangerous
back in the day,
and
I would
very
go
sacred at
and
the
watch
same
the
time.
behind the
So
scenes
I thought
or
that
a
the organ could
documentary
be
of
this-
how it was
could
made.
give this majestuous
But
feeling to the score.
it's so weird. Like I know that in their head they were like, "Oh, we're gonna like this is never done before. We're gonna like show the composer of the game." But it's
I'm
like I don't know
so,
anything
so
about the
happy
game
to
itself.
Write the music for Aphelion.
So
It's the first
if
time
I
for
don't
me
care
to
enough
write
about the
a video
game,
score,
then
And
why
it's,
would I care
a lot
about
of
the
fun
person that
and
made
a
the
lot of
music?
passion.
It doesn't matter how good it is if you're not selling me what you're trying to sell me. Like, I don't know anything about this game. The way they have done this showcase is, I mean, it's amateur. Obviously, it's their first. But as people that have, you know, they have said it themselves, they are video game content creators, and their entire like social media footprint is based around video games and, you know, talking about video games. This is really weird, honestly. This is The Expanse, I think. Yeah.
We had some discussions at the early stages of the production, to be honest, whether to go fully class system or something else. And again, we started with sitting down and lining up what are possible ways that the player might perceive the game.
That's
The
what I'm
power
saying, like, why
fantasy,
here?
How he can express himself in combat. So he might want to be a sniper, might want to be a hacker, maybe an engineer, something else. As we
Oh.
designed those play styles, we thought how to mix it up a bit, how to
It
let
is a
the
Mass
player
Effect
to experiment with what he encounters during the game. So, for example, when he finds a neat shoulder cannon, as we've shown in
Are
the
we playing as a
announcement
fixed
trailer,
protagonist?
even if
He keeps
he's a
saying
sniper, he
he.
might want to experiment with that. Why not?
Can I be a
It
woman?
fits the universe, it fits the playstyle. He might want to see how it works. And so we decided why not to give him the possibility to do that. That was the idea behind the playstyle. So playstyle is basically the starting preset that
Hola. ¿Qué tal?
kind of gently guides you towards the certain direction of your power fantasy of how you play the game. At some point, the player will need to commit to his choices. So again, it's
People-
important part
the
of
people
the
thirst
choices
for
system,
Mass
you know.
Effect likes.
If you
So it
just
do not
can
matter if
switch
the
everything
Expanse
on the
is too
fly,
niche.
that kind of
You're gonna play the fuck out of
makes your choices less important. So at some point, you need to stick to
Oh, the default is like
particular
in Mass
guns,
Effect.
particular gadgets,
okay.
and you just build around them. We give you some time to experiment, but you will need to commit. During the character creation, you will have to choose between three major factions. Your origin, so you will be either
Origins?
Belter or Earther or Martian. Facial
Yes!
customization, appearance, you can choose your body type.
So you will be playing as a Pinkwater mercenary with different type of origin that you would create. You will have your sibling with the same identical one. They will look a little bit different because they're their
So,
own
like in
person.
Andromeda?
They have their own personality.
You have a
These
sibling.
events are set during the first 3 books, I think. You will start on Iris and witness basically the events from a different angle. And,
They're not trying to replicate Mass
this
Effect,
part
so Mass
will
Effect
be
like.
to some degree shown in your character creation.
I think it will be good
Every
because
companion should
Amilcar is
belong somewhere
behind
in
it,
the universe, and they
and
have their
I trust them
own,
with my life on
background,
story,
consisting of their
100%.
affection,
And it's
their
established
acquaintances,
IP.
They have some background story, their own struggles. All this stuff will influence how they perceive the situations player encounters. So in every major plot event, they will have their opinions. They might hint you towards some decisions. They might
Ooh.
provide you some assistance, or
So they have their
maybe
own-
even some crucial contacts to go
Nice.
for,
I like it when
help,
companions
for advice,
have their
for
own input.
military support, maybe. Of course, they will have their own stories, their own struggles, and you can choose to help them, or maybe to ignore their own stories, totally depending on how you want
have
to be
not seen the
invested
show. I wanna
in
read the
this
book.
particular companion.
The
The
books.
choices you make for those companions also will matter in long term.
Yep, some of them will have romances, and you can see on our background companions. We
Perfect,
cannot
thank
say who is going to have romance, but there will definitely be.
I want
romance
that
in the
one.
game.
It's a small crew on the small ship. You know, the Expanse, it's a universe where everyone flies in very tight spaces for a very long time. So there is a dynamics in the crew as well. We have a few layers of the combat system. First of all, it's obviously the gunplay, a few classes of weapons that you can use, and mostly you do it from from the covers, so it's a cover-based gunplay game. And the second layer of the combat system is that's your abilities. That they might be more like offensive ones, maybe something like a grenade or a shoulder cannon, or maybe something more defensive,
I was
like
looking at
a
Space
shield, or
Alistair.
maybe
That's the one
a
that I said I
protected
wanted.
drone. A lot of gadgets
They
that you can choose from depending on your play style. And as Julia mentioned, there are some play styles that are mostly
I can read a book
focused
to
on
save my
using
life.
your gadgets rather than
cannot watch
using your
shows.
weapons. Third layer,
my
still
attention
very
span
important,
is, you
that's obviously your companions. They have their impact on the combat. They have what we call combat opportunities. That's particular situations when you can order your companion to use an exploit in the arena, in the environment to gain.
I don't know if we know how much is
we
going to be.
decided against the management,
Exodus,
the
I'm
gameplay part of the
skeptical
survival
about.
stuff. So you won't be.
I think the Expanse is going to do better than
Exodus.
Exodus. I still would play them
Or
both.
how much water you need to recycle before it dries out. Nothing like that.
What?
But still, the Expanse universe is very dangerous. So in terms of narrative, the survival will be a part of the game. You will have a tremendous enemy. You will have a lot of very dangerous situations that you will have to get out somehow. There will be a lot of survival in terms of your player experience, just not as a particular.
The Exodus, yeah, the Archimedes engine is pretty
the solar system.
thick on lore.
We'll be able to visit various planets. We mentioned it before that we have Luna, Mars, Ceres, Io, and some other cool places to visit. And some of those places will be like major social hubs where you can just walk around, meet other people, drink at the bar.
I have not played the Telltale
for
Expanse
better
series. Was it
equipment
good?
and stuff like that. So
Should I do it?
you will have plenty
preparation?
of places to go and to visit and to look at. The Expanse universe is cruel, and some characters might die because of your choices. Stay tuned for more, and we will show more very soon. Have something cooking. I hope you will like it.
Nice.
Welcome back, Aaron. We trust your flight was smooth.
This is the sci-fi section.
We have
I'm very
landed
excited
on
about
the
the Expanse.
outskirts of Genyak Island. Stay alert.
I'm not a fan of Telltale games, but again, I have to get into them. I did play a little bit of like The Walking Dead, and I liked it.
It's Thomas. You know, your brother. You said you would visit me here, but you never did. Look, bygones be bygones. Just find me in the West Zone. I'll be
I love
waiting.
that their names are Aaron and Thomas, and they have a very thick Italian accent. For some reason. They could have said like Thomas or something like, but it's a Thomas with the
Sometimes I
thickest,
dream about what's under the ocean,
the thickest accent
shore.
imaginable.
waiting to be explored.
You need to read the books or watch the series if you're still apprehend the protagonist. So I will read the books then. Or actually buy them. This is like a puzzle-ish game, platform game. These kind of games, to me, they all look the same. So it's like a puzzle thing. It's like, okay, how do I get there? And then you have to... I'm too dumb for shit like this, though. Yeah, it's a puzzle platform game. So far... Let's hope about this game show they save the best for last. I don't know. You cannot predict their next move, honestly. It's a parkour puzzle game. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not interested. It's not games that I enjoy playing. Would you like to see me try? You guys always like to see me try to play fucking horror games, platformers, when you know damn well that I suck at them. Because the Game Awards knows how to like catch the flow, right, and get the attention of the viewer. This is fine. Like they're just trailers. The whole segment of the trailers is fine, but the whole bit when they're speaking is unwatchable. And I will mute them. I am sorry, but I will mute them. I'm just here for. Kaplan did mention that I should play more horror games. I will start with like the Resident Evils and stuff because I am a fucking pusio. But I will be muting their speaking segments because I was here for your writing intelligence, accent, and standing here. Thank you. That's all I have. What a long trailer. Glad to see you trying and yell in Spanish when you're angry. Fine, I see how it is. Very long trailer. It could have like ended like a minute ago. Are they French?
Such a peaceful place to be seen. It's a wonderful way to be free.
Hello, that's my question of the day. Are they French? And I would like or dislike entirely depending on.
Let's start with.
No, we're not gonna start with anything. Nope. I sure hope that I'm not the only one that is muting their segments entirely. Unwatchable. Unwatchable. And that's coming from me, dude. When I'm telling you that you're talking too much, you know that you're doing something wrong. Because goddamn. I would like to see you play Resident Evil 9 when it comes out. I'll try. I still haven't finished the Exodus book. It is, for me, the writing. I'm very nitpicky with my, like, the writing of my books. Like, there's the Gant... This is the Gant's Ghost, the first one. I really had a hard time getting into it because of the way it was written. But once I, like, you know, tried to, like, take my mind off of it, I pushed through it. It was really good. I love them. But the Exodus book, the way that it's written, it's really weird to me. I feel like it's written in a way that it is... I really liked it, but it's more dumbed down. Like, it is meant for people, you know, it's for stupid people. But it was written down, like, I'm used to sci-fi not caring whether I understand it or not. It's just like, the book is what it is. You either get it or not. And Arcane Messages was written in a way that it was like much more, you know. Let's recap so far how many good games have they shown up. Like the ones that we already knew about. The Expanse and The Blood of the Dawnwalker. Or Dawn of the Blood. Every time I get it wrong, I like second guess myself. It's multiple protagonists. Exodus, there can be there's multiple protagonists in that one, which also kind of like makes everything. Yeah. Finn is a weak protagonist, but I guess it's because you're meant to kind of like portray yourself as Finn, because that's kind of like what you're gonna be doing in Exodus, the game. They're making it. I don't know. Finn was very, yeah. Listen, I'm just hoping that they pull through, honestly. I'm just, like, I was really pro Exodus when it first came out, but the radio silence and just, you know, James Olin stepping out and saying, hey, I did what I had to do, now the rest is up to them. And I don't know, just like the lack of information about it, the same thing that happens with Mass Effect, for example. I have zero interest or zero hope in Mass Effect because I know nothing about it. Like, they are literally leaning on knowing that people love Mass Effect as a series, as a trilogy, to just sell the game, because we don't know anything about Mass Effect. We don't know who the protagonist is. We don't know what timeline is set in, what year is it, who are we gonna see, what are we gonna be doing, what universe we are on, what galaxy we're in. None of that. We don't know anything. And with Exodus is more of the same, where they have been very hash. And sure, you can know more about the setting itself, but we don't know much about the game. And I don't know what's happened with that. Like, sure, I don't want it to be like a movie game, like a trailer where the trailer tells me everything that I need to know about the movie, but I need to know something, something. Finn sounds close to fire. Finn is it's one of those protagonists where they have very minimal personality, so you can project yourself onto them, and it doesn't really work. I think it's because they don't want to allow Finn to speak over a woman. There are cases he should prove a woman wrong, and they either give it to another girl or they make him wrong. Listen. I read the book mainly because I wanted to know more about the setting, which I enjoy the setting. The whole thing of everything that we see, every alien species that we encounter, they're not alien at all. They're just extremely advanced human beings. So far removed, like 40,000 years removed from everything that we know. So that was really interesting, as well as the ascended like animals and stuff like that. I like that. I just wish, I also think it's very clean so far, what I've seen about Exodus. Very clean. So we'll see. Yeah, and it's only out in 2027. I think the Expanse is going to be out early than that. So we'll see how Exodus does. There were regular updates, and then they stopped. And then the whole thing with James Olin stepping down and saying that is his choice. Again, it's the same thing as this. Is like, just because someone that is a public figure or has something writing, on the line, which is their reputation and the success of a future video game, says that, oh, I willingly stepped down, there was no issues, yada yada, doesn't mean that that's true. I feel like something happened. Like maybe there were some creative differences and Archetype Entertainment.
Next up, we have two very exciting updates coming from Obsidian, that being some updates for Avowed as well as Grounded 2. We also got exclusive time with them and had some interviews, which were very exciting.
Who cares about Avowed? God, what a fucking disgusting game. I get pissed just thinking about it.
Avowed is a Obsidian first-person action RPG set in the world of Pillars of Eternity.
Disgusting
where
game.
The player plays as an envoy sent by the Emperor of
Terrible
to the Living
game.
Lands to investigate a mysterious plague
Animations,
that's kind of spreading throughout the
fucking
lands,
scrapped clean of anything. It looks like fucking
figure out what's kind of going on
yes,
down
it
there.
did
A few
flop.
things that affected in positive ways, negative ways, or in between.
Nobody
type of ways,
cares.
with that type of choice and consequence.
Nobody
In terms
cares
of,
about
the
fucking
post-launch
Avowed.
things we've been supporting on it. Like we've gotten a bunch of abilities added to the Ranger and Fighter trees to kind of more fill it out comparatively to the Wizard
Everything
tree.
about
Aspects
Avowed
it
was
that
painful.
Are like arachnophobia mode, that was like a big community requested feature, as well as changes to progression.
People are weak.
improvements
You know
there,
who has fucking arachnophobia? Me. I have arachnophobia. You know who plays Grounded and screams her head off? Me. Because I would rather fucking have a heart attack than fucking use arachnophobia mode. Weak. That's what the game is made for. Weak people.
Around the player community, so we work really closely with our community management team. We get
God.
like a spreadsheet, kind of see what the things that are bubbling to the top.
Like
You
you
know, like an
can
example,
tell the status of Avowed when a big thing to reveal on a showcase is that they added arachnophobia mode. Shut the hell up.
We're bummed that we didn't.
It's
we
such a
didn't include
bad
that in the
game.
base
It's such
game.
a
So, I mean, it really
fucking
comes down to,
terrible
like, the
RPG
time
in
and
every
what the
way. You
community
cannot kill
wants, and that's kind of
any
how we decide to
NPCs.
go about it.
There's no blood.
We notice like
There's-
players
it's
really
disgusting.
roleplay their characters in the game.
It's disgusting.
So we always want to give them as
Oh,
many
the character
options as
models
we
are
can
terrible.
to, like, customize their features.
There's no
or character,
romance.
to
You
kind of
cannot
have
talk.
this fantasy in this world. As
800
they journey
people
through the
playing about
story.
right now?
We just
Amazing.
wanted to give them as many possible options as they can.
It looks like the
to
Skyrim
really
version of Veilguard. It basically
make the
is.
character they
It
want
is
to make.
in that Veilguard
and
era
just make
of
it
RPGs
their
where they
own.
thought this is what
Stuff
people
like,
wanted because 10
all the
people
playable races.
told them that
we
this is what
discussed
they
it early
wanted.
on and about. It's something to both
Yeah, Grounded
previous
2 doesn't
Pillars
work
games
at all.
had.
Like, we had to
It's,
start playing it,
a lot of work
Preston and I,
and
because
a
it just
difficult
fucking
thing to really
my
nail down,
hands
especially in
would
Avowed with its parkour
going
systems
underground
and
yeah,
its
it
combat
sucked.
mechanics and all the weapon types and stuff like that in the game.
I fucking hate
different
spiders.
Races are different sizes.
So
they're
what?
different
You just
shapes,
fucking play. You're
they're
scared for like 2
a
seconds, then your
very
brain
unique game
rationalizes that it's not a real
when
spider
you
and
play
you
as
move on.
each one of them in a first-person
Like, that's
game
exactly how it
specifically.
works.
So it was something like new to Wrangle for Avowed. We had no time to finish it as we're making Avowed, and now we can give it to the players, so it's a more rounded
It is.
experience
This is
compared to the
Arashi. This
original
is the
Pillars
RPG
games.
version
It should
of
be a
the
whole
movie
new
Cats.
way to play the game. If you pick an Orlin or an Amawa, it makes you feel completely
The
different
combat was ass.
in the world, especially if you
The
use
magic was
third
ass.
person or
Everything.
first person.
Everything was
It
ass about
changes
this
it
game.
again. How
There's
you feel
nothing
and
I can
present in this
say
game,
about
so
this
it's
fucking game.
Pretty awesome that we can finally
At
do
all.
that.
New Game Plus allows the player to bring over all their abilities, all their equipable gear. It does reset it back to level 1, so it's not like you're just
Yeah, it's an
outright
illustration of a
OP,
spider.
basically,
I'm telling you,
you'll
when I
have
see a
the
spider in a
endgame
minigame,
gear
I
with
fucking
all its,
hate
like,
it.
enchants
But
to be
then
able to just
you
start
see
the
another one,
new
you see
game, as
another
well
one,
as
and you
we
get
have,
used
like,
to it.
modifiers on enemies. that
Okay,
kind
and I'm
either
terrified
make
of
them more
spiders.
resistant to some of the elemental
Like,
types,
it's
or,
really bad.
modifiers that make them more resistant
Where
to
I cannot be in the
being,
same
stun
room
locked or hit
if there's a
reacted,
spider in it,
that
and I
kind
know
of
there's a
gets
spider in it.
sprinkled in kind of somewhat randomly throughout that
I
New
have
Game
gotten
Plus
better though.
experience.
Jumping
Kinda get
spiders
that
don't
added
scare me as
challenge,
much.
but
They cannot
also let
touch
the
me
players
because I
still
will have
feel
to cut my
somewhat like they're
hand off.
accumulating their
But they
abilities
don't
over
scare
the
me as
course of
much.
multiple playthroughs. So.
We notice players
God,
like to
when
take
they
photos
fucking
of their
nailed
envoys,
the fact
but
that
it's very
Garrus' voice
difficult in
actor,
the
like
game.
Brandon
You
Kenner,
have to
was
get
in
the
this,
camera just
and
right.
he
to
couldn't
get
say
a
this.
certain
He
distance
couldn't.
from the character, or capture the shot.
Why
in the
would I want a
conversation when
picture
you
of
see your
that?
Character, so this allows you to really
Why?
get into it and
Why would I want a
capture
picture
some
of
awesome
that
shots
in my
or
fucking-
some scary shots, depending which way you're going.
We're super excited to announce that Avowed's finally going to come out to PS5.
Pre-orders are going to
Who
be
cares?
live today. Keep an eye out on our socials, and we'll announce
I feel
when
bad
the
for
store
kids that
page is
Avowed was their
open.
first RPG, or for people whose fucking first Dragon Age ever was Veilguard. Disgusted. No child of mine is ever gonna play fucking Avowed or Fortnite. Ever. You think now that they rehire Tim Kaine, he would help them? I call this Obsidian Falls
Rabbit
Secrets.
2
I
is
won't call
a
it. No, I don't
survival
think.
game.
I don't
It
think
is
one
set
person can
in a
change the
gigantic
curse of an
city
entire
park.
company.
You play as a teenager
They
who has
can't.
been
Also,
shrunken
people
to roughly
change.
the
We have seen
size
that
of
in
an
Bioware.
ant, and you just have to survive.
Just like Garrus is in
in
Extras
this
2, I sure
environment
hope so.
with,
I love
you know,
Brandon Keener.
Insects that are the size of a bus, and figuring out how to eat and get some water.
Jumping or
and
flying
fight those
insects scare the
bugs and
fucking shit out of
craft
me.
new
Then don't
materials and
watch.
new
Don't
weapons.
watch this.
As you go and gain in power and get over those initial survival
I
challenges,
enjoyed
you can
Grounded, like
sort
the
of
first
get
one.
into the
The second
story
one
of
was unplayable.
What has really happened in this park? A number of huge updates planned for the park. This is the first big
It might be better
content
now.
update that we have. We've been calling it the winter update. It's really about adding in this next.
About
big
it doesn't
chunk
have
of
any
the park, and that
fucking
comes with
yeah.
a
It
lot
doesn't
of
have any
things that are
depth.
very, very
It's so
exciting for
bad.
us. With
It's a
this
parkour
winter update,
simulator.
which is the
It's
community
so bad.
garden, is attached.
You cannot
right to
enter
that
any
early
buildings.
picnic
All you can
area.
do is climb
On
them.
the map, it's
You
just
cannot
to the
talk
east
to
of
any
it, behind the
NPCs. You
gigantic
cannot
statue
kill
of Pulley
NPCs
and
unless
Burgle.
you have a
This was
conversation
our
with them
opportunity to
that
really
triggers a
start
combat
delving into a
encounter. It's
brand
just
new
a terrible
biome
fucking joke.
with everything that entailed. You've got a vegetable garden, you've got a greenhouse, and you've got a pumpkin patch. All of these introduce a lot of new and different types of artwork and places for the player to explore. And then, of course, then we need all the insects that go in these areas too. And so a ton of new insects that are in there. As I love to say, all of these insects, you can fight. Maybe they're docile and you can attack them. Many of them are aggressive and will attack you. And regardless, you
Right,
can
and
fight
should be
them,
bigger-
learn
the
their
bigger
tactics,
threat.
and then
Yeah.
eventually turn them into fashionable attire and new weapons.
If you compare it to Scare More, they were
biome, a
funny.
new
They were.
area in the park allows us to fully lean into what makes the park unique.
like
from the backyard. And for us, that means that mixture of really
I care so
organic
little
structures
about
as well
Obsidian.
as that man-made
Isn't
touch.
we live in a
That this was
timeline
designed by humans
where
at, you know,
fucking
human
companies
level.
like
Wasps are coming
Bethesda,
back, which
Ubisoft,
are a lot of fun
fucking
to
Obsidian,
fight, but can be kind of
Bioware,
annoying.
they are
Again, this is a
dead.
survival game, so
Like
excited
they
about-
went
about
from
those things
meaning
coming
something
back.
where you
Black
you
Ants are
played a
also
game
coming
and you
back
saw
too.
Obsidian,
And like with both of
you saw
those,
EA,
you get sets
Bioware,
of armor and
Ubisoft,
different
and you were like,
weapons,
oh my god, I'm about
that
to
you
have
can- that you
the
can
time of
craft
my
after you
fucking
defeated
life.
These creatures.
And now
we're
you sit
more
and you're
excited
like,
about the
it's gonna be
new
shit, isn't it?
creatures that are coming in the garden update.
This game's gonna
So
be fucking
we developed
ass.
a brand new creature.
Another
and
Ubi
the
studio goes
cricket
yesterday.
is pretty big.
And it's to close the entire fucking company. So Blizzard,
Plus,
bro.
probably it has some very unique attack combinations.
I feel like
that are a lot of
Owlcat
fun.
is the new
You can
Bioware
also, of
now,
course,
in my
jump
opinion.
very, very
Okay,
far.
in my humble
It
fucking
has
opinion,
its own armor sets,
Bioware and Larian have
its
taken
own,
over
weapon or
the
weapons
RPG
that you can craft,
section
based
of
upon
the
it. And then the same thing
of the industry.
for
Thank God.
earwig. We actually have two different types of earwig. There's sort of a ranged earwig.
I
and
grew up playing
melee
Oblivion, which I
earwig
loved,
that tend to
and
travel
I love that
around
it got a good
together,
remake.
keep working
It's a good
together
remake
with
because
their,
it's just Oblivion
strategic
with
opportunities.
a new coat
Again,
of
you
paint
can turn
on
those
top of it.
into,
343
armor,
Bethesda
of course, turn them
Obsidian all
into
lives long enough to
your
get
base
all
furnishings.
inflated ego thinking they could do
You
no
can turn them
wrong.
into weapons.
Yeah.
And we think they'll offer some exciting and unique.
I think
combat
political correctness
We
killed
really
video
want
games.
Grounded One players to be excited to
We're
see
starting
these
to
creatures
get
again, but
like
also
out
to
of
be
that
surprised
of
and delighted
political
by
correctness
the
in video games
changes,
because
just like we did in the picnic area.
modern day
we
politics do
revamped
not
the
belong
combat,
in
so
video
that
games.
means even
Like
looking
I
at
don't
the
need
old legacy
fucking
creatures, going,
lectures
okay,
in my
how do
video
we
games,
make them
one way or
a
the
part
other.
of the system?
You know what
How
I
do we
mean?
make them challenging?
And we're starting to like recover
How
slowly
can we
but
leverage our
surely
systems
out
to
of
make
that.
them more
But a
interesting?
lot of the games that we're
And
seeing
so hopefully
today
there's a couple of
were
twists coming,
made
even
at the
with the
peak
old
of the political
favorites,
correctness
that will keep
movement
veteran
in the
players on their
industry,
toes and will surprise
where
and delight
you
new
have to
players.
please
We have a
everybody, or
brand
you
new
have to
buggy,
try to
the-
please
the
everybody,
Ladybug buggy,
and you know you have to do
which
your
you'll
best
be
to like
able
not
to
offend
get
anyone,
and raise and
that
catch,
just
and then ride around in the
narrows
yard.
and makes the
We're pretty excited
pool
about all
of
that stuff.
originality
Like, I think
smaller
all
and
of it is
smaller
coming
and
together
smaller to the
just
point where
really
it's just
well.
like
I
you know,
think every
it's a
single
shallow
Grounded
fucking
player from Grounded 1 at some point jumped on the
Yeah.
Ladybug
It is.
and let it
Politics
transport
suck.
them around. And we often
I play
joke
video
that
games
that
to
was the
escape from the
original
real
buggy
world, okay?
prototype. And
They need
there's
to start hiring
something so
people who know what they're
iconic
doing.
about the
Until
Ladybug
then,
and getting
PC
on
will
it and
remain.
wanting
Yeah,
to ride
it's
it
just
that
they
it
don't
felt like
they
an
don't do that
inevitability
anymore.
for us. But what's
They hire
important for
people
us
for
whenever
what
we
they can do to the
introduce new
company's
buggies, we don't
image,
want it to just
not
be
for what they
another
can do
one
to
or
the
just a
company
horse, you know?
itself.
And so it really boiled down to
Games
what
About
can
Blue
the
Sky, the
Ladybug
place people
bring to
go,
the table that the
who
other
think Twitter
ones
was too much.
weren't.
Yes.
What can make her stand
Basically.
apart?
I remember being
and
hyped for Mass
bring a
Effect
utility
and wait
and
for
an
the
experience
releases
to the
or those
player
years back in
that
the
other
day, but now I
buggies
dread
aren't. How
that
can
they're
we
making.
carve out
Like that
her
is that's
little
insane
niche
that we
in the
live in that
game?
world
She's the tank.
where
She's
there's
you know,
gonna be a
the
new
one
Mass
who
Effect
can
coming out,
get
and
into
we
those
are all
really tough
dreading
fights
the day it drops
withstand
and it
those
releases
large
because we know.
swarms of insects, and that's where the idea of the water cannon on her back, and you know players being able to shoot at their enemies, and that ended up. You know,
I don't know how
providing
the
a ton
fuck
of
I slept
gameplay,
last night, but my neck hurts
and a really
so
unique
bad.
experience. Being able to shoot down the aerial
Hopefully
insects that are
now
often
we're
a
just
bit more
seeing
challenging
the
and a bit
beginning
more
of
frustrating for players. Well, now you have
development
this
for a lot of
ranged
games.
weapon that
So
you can take
these
them
are
down
games that are
with
going to be
feels super
developed
satisfying, almost like
outside
an
that
anti-air gun.
bubble
For
of
us,
thought, that
as soon
echo
as we
chamber.
cracked
But
that, it felt like okay, there she is. That's
know,
her niche.
these past few
And
years
now it's
were
about
just like the
bringing
tail
niceness, like
end
finding
of that.
moments in
Like
the
Avowed,
garden,
Veilguard, you know,
experience
games like that.
to really highlight that and let that shine for the player.
Divinity is going to be amazing. I am really looking forward to
We
Dark
saw
Heresy.
about
Anything
great interview
Owlcat,
that you did.
anything Owlcat related I'm here for, because sure they're a baggy mess, sure they're not, they're the farthest thing from a perfect RPG, but god if the fucking stories are not fucking good, you know? It is what it is. There's no such thing as a fucking perfect video game, but there's such a thing as a game that is perfect for me, and Owlcat nails that. I love classic RPGs. I love me Owlcat. I would say that I'm a bigger fan of Owlcat than I am of Larian. But that's, you know, that's my opinion, because I am really a big fan of, you know, Warhammer 40k, and any fucking studio that is doing anything 40k related has my money forever. But, you know, in Larian, they really take their time into making games. I did love the Divinity series, and I will be playing that on the channel, but, you know. Had you read about the community manager for Remedy who said she liked to befriend their writers just to influence them? Yes, she didn't just say that. I think she said something like, she was just a community manager. I tweeted about it. She said she befriended the writers at the studio so she could influence them into making characters gay or like, you know, not straight, basically. And I was like, well, if you were a writer, you could write gay characters if you wanted to, but obviously you're not good enough to be a writer. That's why you're a fucking community manager. So why are you giving advice about nothing to anybody when your entire fucking thing is just to make a fool of yourself online? Social media is the bane of my existence, you know? It is, I love it and I hate it at the same time. I really do. I missed the days where the only time you even knew the face of a game developer or knew their opinion was when we had all those behind the scenes like documentaries about the game, and you were like, oh, and now they, like, I get it, they're human beings, they have access to the internet, they pay for internet, yada yada yada, but I just feel like, and I said this multiple times, if you are related to a video game and you're working on a video game and like your opinion and your fucking yapping online can literally cost you your job, you should like think twice about what the fuck you're saying on the internet. Like, just because you have freedom of speech, you can say whatever you want, doesn't mean that you have to, you know what I mean? Like that, you know, I just feel like I enjoy video games when I didn't know who were making the video games, when I didn't know who the community manager was, who the fucking game developer, the creative director, I didn't know none of that. I just enjoyed the game for what it was. And it's just like, if I was part of, let's say, Owlcat, if I was like the community manager for Owlcat, and my entire fucking job is like, okay, I just have to promote this game, just promote the game, just, you know, be like, oh my god, like just like interact with the community and give them like little snippets here and there. I don't want to hear, and people don't want to hear my personal opinion about nothing, okay? And if they do, just do it. Like, I don't understand, like the concept of alt accounts exist. If you want to shit on somebody online, or you want to like say something cancelable online, do it under the guise of ToeSucker35. You know what I'm talking about? Don't go into the fucking company account or into a company that has, you know, in the fucking bio, game developer for so-and-so, writer for so-and-so, and they then say something stupid online that people are gonna like, you know, come at you about. And sure, it is fucking upsetting that your views can get you fucking cut from a game, but it is what it is because you're a public
Games
figure.
that are looking very cool,
so
as I would say.
Welcome
this
to,
is
you
gonna
know,
be Hour 2 from Night Dot Studio, a follow-up to their other survival game.
Yeah, but Sven has to do it
Valorant's
because
Call
it's his
by
company on
Titan
the
Rock.
line.
And then we also have Dragon Twin by Draconic
And
Interact.
it's not just about the AI, it's about the game itself. They were probably already thinking of doing an MIA, but, you know.
Outward is an open world
Not
RPG,
interested.
which for once you're not some kind of special superhero or the last child from a prophecy. You're just a dude or a dudette. And the reason why we are downscaling who the player is because they want to be immersed more than they want to be powerful. And that was the big change in our approach. And we made all of our design decisions to be in alignment.
Why? What's with this? Like,
If you were just a
the
regular
game could be
person
good,
and you
but
wanted to
what's with
think
the
like a human
fucking
would
play
within a fantasy
motion?
world. It's when you are
Like a
aloof,
rainbow color
when you're just
palette.
like, that's not so dangerous. I've done it before, and that's when life just snaps back at you, right? In real life, that's like that. It should be like that in the design as well. So one gigantic thing is the character creation. In Outward 1, like we had very ugly protagonists, and we didn't have a lot of options. You know, you had like 3 skin colors.
So this is
handful of
a
faces,
sequel?
a handful of haircuts, and that was
That's
it.
not
It
boding well
feels
because I
like
don't know what this
really
game is.
Drawing yourself into an RPG. You choose a background, you choose traits, you have a very granular.
Like, I could be interested, but
system
why does
to
it look like
modify and customize the
that?
character
Like
to your
Disney
liking.
puked all
One of
over
the big
it.
thing is you choose one of 3 starting locations. So as a regular person, what justifies throwing yourself into danger? How do you become an adventurer? Well, we have 3 different quests, depending on which city you choose.
Yeah, I have
So
PTSD
if
for
you are
Veilguard.
in
Like,
a
hey,
in
I don't want to
Sinnoh's
like write
Bastion,
this game off
you
just
are a
because it
homeless
reminds me of
person, you're
Veilguard,
desperate.
but I do remember Veilguard.
In Tramontaine,
It is given
you are
old
a miner
school
and you're trying
RPG,
to like improve your status,
which
in your
I
quality of life.
enjoy.
In Haboob, you are
Outward 1 was
just
a very good
clerk who
RPG.
just
Apparently,
bought a
I've never
house.
heard of that.
What could possibly go wrong? You know?
Outward 2.
And very mundane situations, like you're not special.
So
or
I
anything,
am
but
down
something
to
special
give it a
happens to you,
chance,
And then
honestly.
you have to live up to the situation. We want a weather system that is
Rainbow Colors
very
for the World can
dynamic.
work
So
if they
now
lead
we have
into a more
year-long
Alice in
calendar
Wonder instead of
with
something that looks like it has no
seasons,
character
and you just
style.
go through all
Exactly.
that. So it's gonna be winter, and then it's spring, and then summer, and does change. Like
It does give
what
me
kind of
old school
stuff can be
vibes,
found,
so
what kind
I
of
am willing
armor
to
you need wear.
overlook.
Dual wielding is gigantic, so now you can combine anything that goes in one hand, and that opens up a lot of possibilities. In Outward 1, like you had your offhand could only have a set amount of things, and you had your main hand. Now you can
But I've
just
never heard of this game,
interchange-
never
You can
heard of
have 2 shields
Outward.
if you want. It sucks. I
Am
don't
I a
recommend it,
tourist?
but you can. Of course, like just visually, and the fact that it is much more lush, it's more filled, it's more visually vibrant. That's going to be something that people will notice very quickly. Just like in Outward 1, we have 8 skill trees, and all those skill
7
trees
bucks in
have some
GOG?
exclusive
I'll have to
skills.
pick
So
it
if
up.
you take one, can't take the other, and you have a maximum of 3 breakthrough points. So there's only 3 skill trees that you can learn from to the maximum of the capabilities. Otherwise, you only have like the first few layers of skills available. One thing we added are the attribute points, the core stats.
It
So
is
strength, agility,
seducing me.
constitution, willpower.
Because I'm seeing
intelligence. We
a lot,
added
like,
those.
heavy
We're gonna
RPG
track
mechanics.
A lot of different things that you do. They're all gonna have like different
You have to
thresholds.
allocate
So let's
skill
say
points?
You
Okay.
dodge attacks
We're playing
successfully a
this.
certain number of times.
That's all
unlock
you
a
needed
note
to say, baby.
That
That's all I needed to
will
say,
give you a
baby.
passive trait and increase your agility.
I am a fake
So
gamer.
very small incremental changes. We start with very simple things, and it
It is. It
expands
looks like it was a
in
game
more
made
and more
for like
circles.
20 years ago,
So you
and
won't be able from the very
that is
start
sexy to me.
unlock all 3 skill trees just because you have.
Can
the
we
cash to
make
do it.
games
You will have to have
original
experience,
again?
and you will need to
Like, I am all
practice
about
the
like
life
playing
of
a game
danger
that
and
looks like it
Ori
came out 20 years
to
ago.
be able to
Like that is
understand,
not
like,
a
get to the
turn on
next
for me,
level
like at
of
all.
the
It might be a
skill trees.
turn on. It
Other
might be
than
like
that,
a
well, I think
my
it's
king
important to note
actually.
that all 4 regions are new regions, so it's really just
When I play a game that
completely
came
new
out like
environment to explore.
last year, and it's like, oh, this looks like in like because games that have character
Today, we're going to
run
be
so
taking a
well
deep dive
on
into our
OPCs.
upcoming
Maybe that's
action
why.
RPG, Varen's Call.
What is with all the
Blade is entirely
RPGs?
shrouded by darkness on one side,
This is given
while scorched by
Fable.
endless sun on the other.
Like
These
OG
incredibly hostile
Fable.
areas are known as the Forsaken Realms, which, as you may have noticed, is the name of the universe we are meticulously crafting. Your first steps within the Forsaken Realms will take you to the Vale of Varin, a city on the brink of collapse, and the first of our narrative-focused adventures. You'll step into the boots
It
of a
is
lone mercenary,
given Fable.
seeking to answer Varen's call for aid, and maybe earn some gold and glory along the way. It's clear that Varen needs a hero, and every hero needs a way to slay the countless fantastic
Are we?
beasts they'll
Is the world Helen?
Varen's Call aims to cater to a wide
Is
range
it?
of playstyles, offering you the freedom to combat the unknown in a variety of ways.
Oh, is it Helen?
Whether you prefer to be a nimble-footed archer,
Is it-
flinging fireballs
Is
between
it the
arrows,
RPG
or face your foes toe-to-toe as
genre
an
Helen?
axe-wielding whirlwind of death, the choice is yours. The game's
This is
classless system
this
means you're
feels,
never
and
locked
I
into
feel like
playing
that's
specific
a lot
way.
of people's. This
You have
feels.
the ability to adapt,
This looks like
alter,
what
or
Fable
completely
looks
switch
like in my
playstyles
mind.
midway
Do
through
you
your
guys know what I'm
adventure.
talking about?
Unlock and spend
When you
perk
play an
points
old
to
game,
obtain new skills and abilities, and
And
level up your
in your
mercenary's
head, it
core
looks
stats
like,
by
you
gaining character
know,
experience.
1080p, like
Hidden chests throughout
HD,
the world will reward you
120
with a range of
FPS,
weapons, armor,
and
unique trinkets.
then you play it like
Some
10 years
providing
later, and you're
unique
like, this
effects
is
to help you
this
gain
is
an edge in
ass.
your next
It's
combat
good, but it's
encounter.
ass. This looks like what a
The local
Fable
hamlet
looks
of
like in
South
my head.
Vale acts as a hub, a safe space that provides various amenities for you to further develop your character.
It's looking rough.
Use the forge to upgrade the weapons and armor you
But
find throughout the world.
I'm not a fan of the UI
and the dismantling
at all.
bench to deconstruct items for materials.
But
The
if the game is
spellcrafting
good,
table can be used to increase
Woo!
the power of your magic. Everything from an
So
area
it
of
goes
effect freeze
super
attack
in
that
depth.
stops the enemy in their tracks, to ripping up the ground from underneath their feet with destructive force. Use the trap
It's
maker
got
patch
potential.
to upgrade
do.
and unlock new traps and gadgets.
So there's
Nice
traps,
compliment to
there's
your arsenal,
alchemy,
allowing
there's
you the opportunity
enchanting.
to catch your enemies off guard.
Okay.
And finally, the alchemy cauldron. This can be
Yeah,
used
this
to
is like
custom brew a
alpha.
multitude of
It's like
mixtures,
very rough.
from replenishing health and restoring stamina to curing yourself of nasty status effects.
I've been playing
These
games
concoctions
for
are
2004
sure
and
to aid you on your
older
journey.
that the last couple of more. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you've equipped that shiny new helmet, purchased that slightly overpriced magic spell you always had your eyes on, and upgraded that new Polybuster barrel to the volatile variant that has even more boom. You're ready to get back into the fight, but maybe you want a change of pace. Yes, you're supposed to be the hero and save the city, but heroes
You can
need
pet the
breaks too.
fucking cow or whatever it
Besides,
is.
there's a whole world to explore, and quirky characters from all walks of life.
Okay.
need Your help with
What was this?
their problems.
Then you've come about the job.
Why is the fucking game
find yourself
name
involved in a
not
murder
on the
mystery.
screen?
Help the
Luke
local
Stevens,
peacekeeper catch the
fix
criminal
your
behind the
fucking
death of
showcase.
a beloved friend. Or maybe you're on
What
a
was
mission
this? It's not
to
Fable. It's
rid
not Fable.
Varin
It's a
of
Fable
the
like.
Konami scourge that plagues the city. All because a crazy guy in an outhouse
No fucking way.
called you a hero.
This people.
Maybe we should stick to the main task at hand after all.
No fucking way. Actually, no
Varin's Call is
fucking
soon to
way.
release on PC with full
Is this
controller
made by
support,
anyone
with the
that
aim of
is
releasing
worked on
consoles at a
Fable?
later date.
Or are they literally
Our
like
game is
fans of
inspired by
Fable and they
classics
said,
like Fable
bet,
and the
and made a
Elder
fun
Scrolls?
fiction
So if this sounds
RPG
like your kind of
based on
adventure,
Fable?
consider heading
They're
over to Steam
fucking
and
known,
adding it to your
bet.
wish
That's
list to
Fable,
stay up to date with
100%.
us. Until
Anyone
then,
that has played Fable
we'll see you
knows the
mercenaries soon.
fucking Varin's horn. Varin's call. Varin's call. Someone write that fucking down. The fucking gnome bit did it. Oh, I've seen shit like this. You can be a dragon. This is Game of Thrones porn, and I'm here for it. Let me have my dragon, please. And I can fucking create my own dragon. Yes. This is literally that one scene of the Game of Thrones shows where Daenerys is fucking Dracarys everybody. If this game gets fucking cancelled, I am doing something in Minecraft. I love dragons. I love dragons. Please. It looks so good so far as well. Ooh. I have seen stuff like this, like the dragon, like clips of this. Oh, I'm gonna go fucking Dracarys everything, bitch. I would be a tyrant. Give me this. That bitch had 3 dragons. Oh, you can fucking customize the goddamn fucking dragon. Hell yeah. You know how I would be the queen of the world if I had 1 dragon, bro. Least of all 3. Yeah, I am jealous. I want to be a dragon. God, look at that. I want to play this. I cannot wait for the masterpieces people are gonna make. Like the beautiful dragons people are gonna make. Dragon Twin. That reminds me of the Dragon Age original logo.
First question I had was, how hard is this game going to be?
You guys remember? Like the whole like the blood dragon and the roaring. It is a dragon. It's not a wyvern, it's a dragon. There's a difference. Wyverns have, you know, the hind legs and their arms are their fucking wings. Exactly. Maybe you can make a wyvern. Maybe. Who knows? But I'm interested. Okay, so it seems that there's a lot of RPGs coming out. Outward 2, Varin's Call. This is not an RPG, but it's fantasy. there's a lot of RPGs, and they're like kind of leaning into like old style RPG, like true, like, you know, you have to think a little bit RPG. And I am excited for that. Are they all gonna be good? No, but at least they're different, which I'll take, honestly. Like when an RPG tries to be full on action RPG, it just ends up being Skyrim, but they cannot really reach a Skyrim. One thing that Bethesda has done well is like when they nail an IP, they nail it, okay? I will admit that. I will allow that much. But then when other companies try to mimic that, they fall so short, it's just laughable at that point. So I am glad that they're just like going back to, you know, RPG roots. I am happy about that. Dragons are basically risking Ace Combat? No! Ace Combat is a fucking risking dragon. Bitch. I'm so happy now. Like, I really had a headache, and now I'm really happy because I cannot hear them talk. Like, this is the best. It's like, can you hear that? Exactly. You can wishlist the second one. I have to start doing that. I have to wishlist. I might write it down, you know? I might write the games that I'm interested in down. Where am I? So we had Varin Skull. Varin's Call. What was the other one? Outward. I'm gonna say 1 and 2. What was another game that we were? There's the Dragon Twin. Dragon Twins. An open world RPG, the game that you control while riding a dragon. Yeah, that's, you know, it's pretty. What was another game that we looked that it was okay? Was there even any? Because there was Avowed, there was like a Grounded 2. Then we saw like the Expanse, but the Expanse I'm looking forward to. I mean, I can add it so I can wishlist it. I don't think there was anything else, correct? I don't think so. So far. Blood the Dawnwalker and stuff like that, but we didn't really see anything else. I'm so glad that I cannot. They're pissing me off just looking at their fucking facial expressions. Bro. I cannot tell you just how much I would be, you know, like fucking fuming if I heard them talk. It's an idea this I should have developed instead of we get Elder Scrolls 6 Rogue Edition. It's true. More trees edition, apparently, right? The Elder Scrolls 6. There's gonna be some more trees. Apparently it's a meme. It's like a joke. But is it though? Is it really? God. So far this showcase is, and you bet that I'm gonna fucking shit on this showcase when this is over. It's a terrible showcase. And I do hope that they take criticism and they remove this entire fucking segment altogether. Because the fact that I have to listen to them more.
Next up, we have some exclusive content coming from Munfish, a comparison of the twins from Atomic Heart. Now in the cube, a very exciting game I think we're all looking forward to. And for Atomic Heart, some new screenshots from their DLC number 4. On top of that, there is also Immortal Gates of Fire that we had an incredible interview with that Jake hosted, where we talk a little bit about the making of the game, the people behind it, and RTS in general.
Where's the twin? Yes, this is Atomic Heart. Which people didn't like at all. There's been more DLCs for this. I didn't even know there was like 3 other DLCs for this.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube.
TikTok has ruined
I can still barely
humanity.
believe it myself.
TikTok has ruined humanity.
When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even
Atomic
see
Heart
it.
was not a success.
You know?
By
I
any
felt
stretch of
that
imagination.
same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness.
So it's like a Rubik's Cube, but it's a planet?
How did the
I
whole of
know people are gonna be like, this game is so good. Do you see this woman? She's so hot. This game is gonna be so good. Like they don't talk about the game
What if
itself.
it was always there?
Well, look,
and we've only just
they
started to
made
see it?
women hot. So it's so good, this game, and it's just like what? It's a fucking battle royale. It looks like. We're like, yeah, finally, gaming is good again. It's a battle royale. So it is a like the twins are also in here. So it's a battle royale with it's yeah. I can how much money are you guys betting that in the next 24 hours all you're gonna see is the cube like fucking this shit. Like yes, make gaming great again. And they know nothing about the game at all. I know them so well. And this is fucking League of Legends?
So Immortal Gates of Pyre is an attempt to modernize and make more accessible the RTS genre while
Oh, it's an
simultaneously keeping all of the
It's another-
complexity
yeah.
and the opportunities for mastery that have made RTS so popular over the years. So it's I would refer to it as a Blizzard-style RTS, the fast action, big battles,
A
very
looter shooter?
tactical, kind of very
Same
rapid-fire chess.
thing.
We
They're the same
realized
thing
that
for me.
RTS, in part because it was dominated by a few big
Game
players,
making gaming
never
good
really
again.
went through the kind of indie transformational experimentation. Some of the companies that tried to do so did so by stripping away features or,
Sorry, I sold them. I already
losing
posted
some
those
of
things. Fair.
the things that really made RTS great. In the early days,
Except they
we
don't
surveyed
watch
a lot of
game
players in
trailers
both
unless
MOBA
they're in a
and
showcase.
RTS communities, and found that they really
I am
loved
too dumb
the
to play games
fantasy
like
of
this.
commanding
Like I am
an RTS,
extremely fucking
at the end of the
retarded,
day,
as
if
you
you were to
probably
strip
have
it all
already
away, it's
noticed.
just you're
So-
commanding an army, another guy's commanding an army in real time.
Yeah.
Right? Because you get individual unit control, it can be very overwhelming, and because you're also building those units, because you're building a base, because you're having to do so much macroing along with the microing simultaneously, that for most players it just gets overwhelming and complicated. And so we worked through it
I'm
kind of line
overwhelmed.
by line, trying to figure out what are the rote tasks, what are the things that players are required to do that are not really decisions, that are more just chores, right? And how do we make more and more of the complexity in the game, but optional, opt-in. We refer to it as opt-in complexity. And then simultaneously, how do we create a world and experiences and game modes that people want to be a part of? We want to take this genre and show people this genre isn't dead. People want this fantasy. They want this
So
experience.
this will be like my
a lot of it has
baby's
to do
first
with
RTS.
things like the UI and the UX, the unit
But,
design, and a
I
lot
mean,
of that opt-in
if,
complexity.
it
So,
works.
for example, in most RTSs, you
You
always
want to
have to
hear
be
what
building
hosts have to
workers.
say?
If you're
No.
not building workers, you're falling behind on your economy, and you're screwed. The correct move, with very few exceptions,
Like for me,
is
I would have to
build
play like a
worker
game that
every
is
chance
like
you
this,
get.
like
So
tone
we
down
made that
or down down,
automated,
because
but have a toggle.
I
If you want to
I'm
turn it off,
overwhelmed
you
just
can. So
looking
if you're
like I
trying
know
to do
I
a
know
specific timing attack,
know
you
nothing
can, but
of
we
what's
took
going
that
on screen
complexity
right now.
away. One of the other
Some
things
people might,
is
I don't.
How in MOBAs you have a unified command card, right? All of the abilities and
I mean, it seems like they have
castable
done it.
abilities
They have
on your
automated
hero
some
are
aspects
easy to reach. You can
of
hit all
RTS.
of those buttons very quickly on one hand. We redesigned the UI UX to be the same way. So you can select your whole army with one button by default.
And then all of the abilities, castable abilities of your army are also on that one unified command card. One of the things that people often tell us is that when they watch our game, it looks like an RTS, but when they play it, it almost plays more like a MOBA in terms of how they're commanding their army. Our early idea was if we bring the top,
I like that.
10
I like
modders
the idea of playing a
within
MOBA,
generally
but
the
that it
strategy
is in
gaming
like
space.
online.
We bring
with
them all
other
together
people.
and we say, if we were to come together and build a game
So,
that
I
truly
think I could get
is
behind
the
that.
next generation of RTS, what does it look like?
It
And
seems
that's
like this
what we
is
set
it.
out to do. The
It's an
1v1
RTS
or
that
2v2
plays like a
PvP
MOBA. Because when I saw it, it reminded
similar
me
to
of League of
StarCraft
Legends,
or a
which
StarCraft
I
2.
enjoy
You know,
when I'm not playing with
maps,
other people, which
we
is impossible.
did redesign the maps and we redesigned the mechanics in a way that 2v2 is actually really, really fun. It's a core support
I can play by
gameplay
myself, right?
mode,
Against the fucking machine.
And players,
AI.
including pro
I don't wanna
players, have
play with
actually really
people.
enjoyed doing 2v2 tournaments. But the ultimate goal is to destroy the enemy's town centers, and so it's kind of a tactical back and forth with counters and
I hate having
strategic
to play with
snipings
people.
and using immortal abilities in
I hate
clever
it.
ways. So it's
I
great
don't like
for
people.
mastery and laddering and skill gain. Ultimately, or at least the goal, is to have other PvP modes that are more casual or more playful, kind of some chaos modes.
Give me PvE or give me
auto
death.
battler modes, things like that, where if you just have 10 minutes and you want to have a beer while doing it, and you want to do something that's a bit strategic, but you don't want to get that sweaty. No, we want to have those experiences too. That's a big part of the target
People are
market
so
that we're
like,
looking
oh.
at is people that like
What's
to
the
be
future for RTS?
challenged
They turned
mentally,
that killed
but
it a
don't
decade
necessarily
ago.
want
Yeah.
to try to do the crazy APM and don't want to get too invested in the competition. We want to do a full grand campaign. The inspiration for how we
If
kind
I
of
get
want, or
pissed
how we
while playing a
see
game, I'm not
the
playing it.
ideal campaign, if we
I
can
feel like
build
other
it,
more
is
people
very
should
similar
get
to
behind
Dark
that.
Crusade. It's a grand
But they
campaign.
don't.
You can be
If I'm doing something
kind
and
of
I'm
any
not
of these
enjoying
different
myself, when
factions
the entire
and
purpose
conquering
of that is
territory
aimed to
and
entertain
building
me, I'm not
new
doing
and
it.
unique stories.
One of the better trailers that
Silence, wench. Who fucking gave you permission to speak on my channel? Not me. God, this fucking showcase got like 10 times more fucking watchable the moment that we decided as a collective that we were gonna mute their fucking big talking segments. Like, God. If they at least gave any sort of like insight, like they built on top of what the dev said, of like, hey, I talked to this dev and they said this and that and whatever, and they build on top of that, but they don't fucking do that. They're just like, this is my opinion, and their opinion is like the most fucking lukewarm, like almost cold fucking take ever. And it's just like, why would you even say that out loud? Like, I don't want to hear it. How's XCOM going? Don't fucking talk about XCOM. XCOM is so hard, bro. XCOM is one of those games that pisses me off when I'm playing it. I can only do one mission and then I'm like fucking like I'm out. Like, I am fucking pissed playing it. It's fun when things get like go the right way, but it's a game that forces you to learn, and I hate being forced to learn. Do you think these hosts have influence in the industry? I don't understand how we live in a lifetime where you allow another person to dictate. And again, that's coming from me, and I tell you guys all the time, don't fucking listen to me. I have opinions. Everyone has fucking opinions. And I have very strong opinions about a lot of things that I care about. Do not listen to me. Who cares about my fucking opinion, you know? But I am self-aware in the sense of like, I know that I have a platform and I can say whatever the fuck I want in the platform that I have, because it's my channel and, you know, whatever. But I am aware that I don't expect anyone to actually listen to me. Like, I will give you my opinion on something and you might agree with it or not, but I don't expect you to. These people say shit expecting people to follow them. And I hate that. I hate people in general. Like, I don't know if this was the career move for me, because I really be hating content creators a lot. I think it's because I don't consider myself a content creator. I'm just a bitch on the internet, which I feel like a lot of people are. So that is where I draw the fucking line, you know? I am a bitch on the internet that likes video games, and I would let you know that every fucking day of the week. But do not call me a fucking influencer. Don't even call me a content creator. At this point, don't call me a content creator. I don't want to. I don't care about that. Like, no. I feel like if they were at least honest, because I love hearing myself talk. That's why I'm a fucking, you know, I'm a streamer. That's why I stream. I can talk people into oblivion, but I am self-aware. These people are not. And to put together in a room 5 people who are just used to talking to themselves all the time, and to have people lick their fucking buttholes like 24/7 and agree with them and like, yes, sir, you're so right. Oh my god, your takes are so good 100% of the time. It's so pathetic. It's so sad. And this showcase sucks, by the way. I am way too, like, you know, in the stream to just like fucking call it a day. But it's like, this showcase sucks to unimaginable degrees. It's really fucking bad. It doesn't help that I don't like any of these people individually or as a group. I don't know them, but I know that I don't like them. So listen. I am a self-aware professional yapper. I think that's my thing. I'm a professional yapper. The problem is that there's 5 of them. Yes. The problem is that they're there at all. You know,
Next
I don't
up,
want
we
to
have
see
what
them.
I'm calling kind
I
of
don't
a
want to hear
Western
them.
section. We have some new
And
footage from the game.
it just goes to show that they have the fucking personalities of a wet napkin. Like of wet cardboard, of wet socks even. Because I don't care about them. If I've been at Watch Quality for over 3 years, should I say myself out? No! You can enjoy things, I just don't enjoy them.
Welcome to the world of
You,
Execular.
guess what? You're allowed to
We
have
are
your own
Kasia
opinions
and
here.
Amadeus, the creators of the game.
And this is Gameplay Overview.
I know, controversial take. You're allowed to be your own person.
Execular is a first-person action-adventure game that encourages exploration, rewards curiosity.
And never holds your hand.
You play as Denzel Phoenix, an Execular, a corporate bounty hunter.
Execulars hunt down fugitives and reclaim souls from those who try to escape the system.
I like the UI a lot.
One of the game's main hubs is the
I know that I
Tower,
say all the time, it's
a massive
given
fortress
Bioshock.
city ruled by the Hellion Corporation. This is where you
What's
accept
it's always
contracts,
Hellion.
upgrade
When there's
your
something
gear,
about, like, you know,
and prepare for
a
missions.
space and future, it's
Job
always
well
Hellion
done,
Corporation.
Contract fulfilled.
The game is structured in chapters, and almost
I like the look.
everyone
I like that they
uses
went
an X in the
with
tower.
orange neon instead of green neon and purple neon.
Outside the tower lies a harsh, scorched desert. You travel through it in a heavily modified car designed to protect you from extreme
Oh, I'm not saying she doesn't have personality. I'm saying that I don't like her personality. Like other people don't like my
Inside the
personality.
vehicle, you have access to your computer, storage, and a working radio.
You are allowed to enjoy things that I don't. And I'm allowed to enjoy things that you don't. Listen. This is not a dictatorship, although it is. Interesting. I enjoy. What is this called? Yeah, it's like Cyberpunk and Deus Ex. No. Let's relax. That's a little bit extreme. You see, now Lynch said this is a boring game. So now I have to kill Lynch.
Survival is a core part of the experience.
Inventory space is limited, and every
What was this
item
called?
matters.
I don't remember.
Forcing players to make careful
They
decisions
should add the
about what to
fucking
carry
name of the
and
game
what to leave behind.
on somewhere.
Hellion's
I wouldn't be here if I didn't like your
systems
personality.
allow you
Listen,
to have
I don't like my
devices,
personality like
pick
90
locks,
fucking
and
percent of
access restricted areas.
the time.
Your cybernetic implants help you uncover hidden elements and investigate the environment.
Okay, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 games on my list that I'm gonna wish
Missions
list later.
and level design are fully non-linear.
It's also given Fallout.
There's no single way to complete a contract.
New Vegas specifically.
dialogue, and combat are all valid approaches and can be freely combined.
In Exekiller, every decision matters.
So you guys don't know.
What's it gonna be? Plata or muerte?
Hey, ese hombre habla español. Good. Exekiller.
Wishlist Exekiller on Steam.
Who said Executor? Alarian, you absolutely
Hi
fucking
everyone,
bitch.
Robert here from Fireshine Games. I am the Senior Product Manager for Far Far West, developed by the incredible 6-person team at Evil Raptor. Far Far West is a 1-to-4 player co-op PvE first-person shooter where you play as robot cowboys in a weird western world.
So it's a friends love
Work
game.
together to kill bosses, collect bounties, and cleanse the lands of the evil enemy invaders. Today, I'm going to talk you through a short, single-round session of Far Far West. Here, we're exploring the Far Far West hometown, an evolving
it's good,
space where
though.
you can upgrade your weapons, spells, and characters.
It's like the dwarf game. That was a different friend swap game.
Once the team
Like
is
a-
geared
like a
up and
more
ready to go, we
unique,
can pick the
interesting.
bounty we want to hunt and drop into the game.
Okay. And you get to fight back because there's a lot of like horror friend swap lately. Oh,
now
yeah.
that we have dropped into the map,
entire
it's
thing
time
of
to
video
head
game
to our
industry is
first
like
objective.
not a single
we can
game
travel
is
around the
unique.
map much faster with the use of our trusty
The wheel
horses,
has been
which you can
invented
summon
already.
with the press
And
of a
a
button.
lot of games are like, well, they're not original anymore. You can be original while using a
When
blueprint.
fighting enemies, I can use different
You just have to
firearms and a
make it
variety of
your own.
spells to do damage or heal myself and teammates.
Okay.
Spells and guns can also be comboed together to make their effects more powerful, spread their damage further, or even create new spells.
Okay. I'm always on the lookout
To
for
summon this
games that I
boss,
can
we
play
need to
with
do
my
the
fiances.
obvious. Launch a nuke at its nest. So let's get this rocket loaded with explosives and shoot
You
it
can
into the
tell
sky. When playing
that
co-op, you have to
these
work together as
videos
a team,
were
complete the
sent
objectives and
by the
defend yourself
devs.
from enemy attacks.
Because
right
it-
now,
like,
we're
all the
throwing sticks
subtitles
of
are
dynamite
not
to my teammate
consistent
for him to put in the rocket,
as well.
of which he is actually only catching a few. While
So
carrying
this
out
is just giving
objectives,
like I'm
you will attract the
watching,
attention
you
of
know,
the enemy hordes who will try
like
and stop
someone's channel on YouTube.
Now we have the rocket all powered up, let's launch it at the boss nest to really make it angry. This bounty is far from over. Now we have to take the beast down. Let's summon the boss and get this party started.
I don't really care that much about games like this, but hey. Like, I feel like this is a game that I would buy. I would play for like 2 days, and then we wouldn't play again.
We won and the boss is dead, but we aren't safe yet. So let's get
Is
to
there
the
a copy of
station to
Warhammer
get
for
the last train
StarCraft
out of
since
town.
Game Workshop didn't give them permission to make a game.
When the
There
train
you
is
go.
called, we have to stay alive for its arrival.
Just think, a lot of
which
games are
is
just fun
easier
fictions
said
of
than
one
done
another.
in the whole of the far
And they're
west
literally fun
wants
fictions of books. Because books were the video games, you know, of the time.
We made it out alive. Well, some of us. Which means we get to keep the resources we found along the way. These will allow us to upgrade our characters even more and be stronger for the next bounty. This was
I
just
don't
one
care.
simple game of Far Far West.
I don't care.
There are multiple bosses, maps, objectives, weapons, spells, upgrades, and cosmetics.
This is
all
not for me.
unlockable through play. You can play the playtest with your friends right now.
As a parent, you've got one job. Protect your family.
Okay.
Whatever happens,
Oh, this is like a bullet hell
or
thing.
die trying.
What the fuck it's called? I know some people are gonna jerk off to this,
But even
but
if you
I
kick
suck
the
at
bucket,
games like this.
you don't stay dead for long.
Oh, the music though. Hell yeah! I suck at these games. I bet it's gonna be really fun. I'm really bad. This is the new game plus showcase. It sucks, Ringo. The showcase sucks ass. It is. It's a new showcase. This is the debut showcase, and it sucks. Not the games, just a showcase. Like Seafood? I didn't like it either. The fucking music though! Yeah, having Luke Stevens and Matty Place on the same fucking showcase, he's probably gonna be in one of them. I bet you fucking money that he's gonna be in some future showcase of this. Well, then it's a yearly thing because God, it is bad. You guys know the drill. Yeah, we did it, Jeff.
First up, we saw X.
You know the drill. You know the drill. God, it's such a bad showcase. Like, listen. Terrible showcase. So bad. It's not dynamic at all. It's not dynamic. And I understand it's a debut showcase, but you also have to understand that all these people combined make more money than any of us together in like a year. Okay? Insane. And there's it's not dynamic. It's like 3 games, like 3 trailers, whatever, that's okay. And then them yapping. 3 games, them yapping. 3 games, them yapping. And there's no, it's not dynamic. And again, because the fucking talking portion of it, it's so brain dead because they literally say nothing but repeat what we have already seen in the trailer. Then it's just, it's terrible. It's literally terrible. Like, this is just an ego trip. It's like, listen, what if we did this ourselves? What if we became the host of a video game showcase and nobody fucking told them? Like, none of their yes men told them this is a terrible idea, actually. Because I don't care about your guys' opinions on video games. I don't. If I did, I would watch you individually. If I don't even watch you individually, why would I even bother in watching you as a group of 5? No. Their faces piss me off. Their reactions piss me off. Their voices piss me off. Because it's so, like, the furthest thing from fucking genuine reactions. And we can all tell. They don't care about 99% of the fucking video games they're talking about. And they're forcing themselves. That's another thing. It's like, you cannot have an opinion on everything, and you cannot have a negative opinion on everything, and you cannot have a positive opinion on everything. So, no, I don't believe that you have something good to say about every video game that you are talking about. I literally don't. Because I will tell you, if these people were streaming
Next
the
up,
showcase,
we have a very exciting
they would
section
be complaining
for
about
people
half
who
of the
like
shit that they're
competitive games,
praising
shooter
right
games.
now.
We have
But they're
an
not
awesome
allowed
interview
to
that Jake
because
did
they're in
with
charge
the
of the
executive
showcase.
producer of the Division franchise. We also
Yeah.
have Alpha Response, a game coming from the original creator of Counter-Strike, Min Lee, or Gooseman, whatever you know him as, Last Man Sitting from Pixel Pizza, and Sand
It's
Raiders of Sophie
dragging.
by Holly Griffin.
Yeah, she's just streaming herself, being like, "Oh my god, it's stupid." What is the point of streaming it herself? I don't care.
If you
I have, it's
imagine
like the
a
fucking
real world
duality
location,
at the square
the
root of
most
whatever.
important city in the United States, Washington, D.C., completely ravaged by a pandemic. and
Yes,
struck by
but the thing is, what they cannot do,
strongest,
Jungle, is
worst
tell me
blizzard
this is a
of
different
all
showcase. This is not like the Game
And
Awards.
you
This is not like this.
are
This is not
going
like
to have
that.
to
We are
survive
not gonna be
and extract the
tied
most
by
valuable
studios
resources.
and
of
in
course,
promotions
that
and this
leads
when
us
they
to
are.
Survivors.
Because
So
for you
what
to
are we
get
doing?
an
Like,
interview
we can't
with the
rest
head of a
on our
studio
laurels,
or with
our
a developer
10-year-old
or this or
laurels,
that,
from,
you need to bend the
survival.
knee to a certain
So
degree.
we're
You need to
reimagining,
have
we're
a specific
bringing
reputation.
This snowstorm, this
You still
this
confuse
weather
me with her?
change to Washington D.C.
Like,
That's
you need
something
to
that you've never
not
seen,
be 100%
in
genuine.
Washington D.C. We're gonna
Because otherwise
transform
they're
the
not
entire
gonna
world.
allow
We're
you
thinking about it
to
in
have a
very
conversation with
different
them.
way, with
Because if
innovations
I
that
did an
haven't
interview
been
with them and
seen
I
yet.
told them
There's-
like, hey,
there's a
I don't like
focus
this
on
about your
to
game,
make it
they
such
would
a
never,
different feeling
like, they would
experience from
blacklist
the
me
core
forever.
Division 2 experience.
But,
So
you
I
know,
think we've
they
got
don't do
something
that, so they are on their
super
good graces.
promising.
Therefore,
Survivors is developed.
this entire showcase
with, Magnus
like
Jensen,
leans
who
and,
is the original
relies
Division
on them
1
being positive
creative
about
director.
everything.
So this
100%
is
of
a
the time,
guy
and I hate
who
that.
lives and breathes the Division. He's so excited about jumping into this type of game.
I know
mode
that
again.
a friend of mine is gonna
there is a
be
hint
over
in
the
title
moon
of something that we're
because
going
he
to
loves
be
the
doing
Division.
really
I don't
differently
care about the
from
Division.
everybody else. We always develop with a player. in
Never
mind,
cared
with
about it.
Player types in
I
mind.
am a
And
rebel.
I think here
Oh my
we
God.
have to acknowledge that the Division 2 has a large player base of passionate gamers. And one of the things that we want to do is really lean into
Oh God.
the sort
I'm
of
gonna get
comfort
some
game
candy.
of the Division
I'm
2.
bored,
People
bro.
are happy to jump in, know their way around the controller, know
Because
their way around the
sometimes
map.
in a showcase,
they know
you
how to
never,
play this game.
you can never
So
predict
we're
their
gonna
next
take
move.
that
And in this one,
and
I can
subvert
predict
it a little bit
every move that they're
and
gonna
change
make.
the map and make sure that the weather has an impact on you, which it doesn't have in Division 2. So
box
there are
full of
lots of
candy
little things
and
that
the
we're
snacks,
doing
so
to
I'm set.
surprise our core audience. Veteran players, they're going to be surprised. All of these locations that they know
I've
by
never
heart,
played
they're going to be
the
transformed.
Division. I think
So
I
the
saw
Division
one
3
person
is
play
in
it
production, right?
years
this
ago.
is not a secret. It's been announced. It's
And it
shaping
sucked.
up to be a monster. I can't really say anything more than that. But this is within these walls in Massive. We are working extremely hard on something that I think
For
will
someone
be
who
as
loves
big,
Coca-Cola,
an
I
impact
fucking
as
hate
Division 1
Coca-Cola
was.
candy.
There's a team in Paris working on this, and they're putting the final touches on a mobile execution of the promise of Division
This
1.
showcase is
So,
just
Division 1,
a
New
fucking
York, Pandemic
circle
Strikes,
jerk
Take Back
of,
New
hey,
York.
see?
This is a brand new story.
We're gonna be nice to
with
you.
mechanics
If you come to
that
our
are
showcase and
really
you give us like
fine-tuned to a mobile phone. Graphically,
access
this looks
to,
like
to
a
your
PS5.
games early and stuff like that. It's just like
you
that. It's
may
like a
have seen
network.
The
fucking
adverts for it, it looks phenomenal. Really, really good. It plays really good. And it has a few innovations. You know, the Dark Zone, this area of atypical PvP. It was an area where, much
Don't
like
try
other
them.
games today,
They're
popular
lame.
games today, you could walk around, you could hear gunshots, go over there. There'd be
Look,
another
something more
agent.
interesting than what's
You'd
going on the
approach
screen.
cautiously,
It's a finger. Do you guys have these ones?
feel each other
The
out
finger?
and
Why
decide
a
whether
finger?
to partner or to actually
Like I
engage
get,
in
you know,
PvP.
like a strawberry,
The whole of the
a heart,
Resurgence map
a Coca-Cola
is
bottle.
friendly to other
Why a
agents.
finger though?
So you'll hear
They're the best ones, by the way.
gunshots on a corner. You won't need to be in the Dark Zone. It
But
could be
why?
anywhere, and you can group with those people. So PvP is off by default, but being able to group up and to see other agents in the streets, that's
Yeah, they're the
never
ones
been
that have,
done
like,
in
the-
a Division game before.
The
On a
sour
mobile game.
like sugar on it. I love this one. Sour jellies, yeah, bro. I'm good. They are for starting developers. I think they did say that you don't have to pay to be in them yet. Because they have to fund this somehow. And I think they said that, but I'm not sure. They're all Coke bottles. Not really. Zach, there was like a couple RPGs that looked good, but you know. So it's like a not for me. It looks like an old game, so I enjoy that. But I suck at like guns and stuff, so The first and last time I recommend you something to watch. Oh god. It's like, oh, watch this video, watch it, and I'm like, this sucks. You ever heard of the video game Nun Massacre? No. But I wish I did. What the fuck? Nun Massacre. I'm sorry, Silverbird, it does really suck. It sucks so bad. Is it that time of the showcase? No, not yet. Maybe some games do need to pay to be put into a showcase. You know what I mean? This is like a Skibidi Toilet, the video game. I love that I'm literally seeing, like, this is the same trailer, the same... Okay. Get into it without knowing anything?
It's a game where you blast through the environment mounted on an office chair. So you're always on an office chair. And you also have a freaking gun. So movement-wise, it sort of feels.
This is why I play games that are 20 years old.
Most definitely a
yes, I am a
and
game
you guys
elitist.
also described
What
the
can you
game
do about it?
as a battle royale. So does it lean BR? Is it more shooter? Is it a mix of both? How's that go?
So many years ago, during early like prototypes of the game, it was a battle royale game. And it sort of went viral and got like a lot of followings based on some short videos of the game. But then as we developed the game more, we found that we wanted to gravitate
Yeah, maybe
away
charging
from
3 million per choice was a good
so we
idea.
saw some limitations with the battle royale gameplay.
Maybe you have
Eventually
to
the game became
pay
more like a
to, you know, for me to see
chaotic
with the
PvP
internet that I
shooter,
pay for.
more like a shooter version of Super Smash Bros.
Like sometimes I look at a game and I'm like, listen, I am impressed that you can actually code and develop this, but why?
We worked
Why
on the
do you do this?
PvP mode. We also made a PvE mode, which is more like maybe best compared to Swarm survival games. So it's more like a lightly narrated story where you go up against your manager and you like go up in the floors of an office building. You have to survive for a certain amount of time. There's more and more enemies coming that become more numerous and more ridiculous as time goes by. There's mini bosses, there's main bosses. And you level up, you get power-ups, and this is where like you can get even more power-ups when playing the PvE game mode. So that's when
I'm just looking at this like I look like the evil
and you can unlock,
villainous
of course, new weapons, new
of a
characters,
fucking
new
anime.
abilities. You can
Because
upgrade
what's
your
with this
chair.
fucking
so you can
ringlet? This massive ringlet.
We looked a lot at this like
Thank
early
you.
2000s
Thank you.
aesthetic.
I do look fine every night.
Which we thought was like really
Thank you,
cool,
Charlie.
especially like when we started designing the user interface. We felt like
God, I'm right on
with the
fucking
whole user
fumes, dude.
interface Just felt like Windows
fucking
Millennium
showcase!
Edition or Windows XP, and
Ah!
you have that those little square windows, and you have the font that we all remember. So eventually the
I
game
love that I can
sort of
do this
became
now.
more of this like 2000s nostalgia type game. We also have a lot of.
It is 11. I have to
like
double
Counter-Strike
check. It is
players at the
11
office.
PM.
So that's definitely something that I think
Bruh.
has had its imprint on the game as well.
Fuck.
Imagine
And
it's 2002
the least
and you're
like the
listening
good
to
thing that I
punk
can say
music
about
and
this
you're
is that
playing
it
on
is
your
started
Windows
at a
XP
reasonable
computer.
time for me.
That's sort of the feeling that we want the game
But
to have.
bro, if he had started any. I don't. I read it and then I second guess myself and then I look at the digital clock on my monitor. 1 more hour of what? I am being held hostage against my fucking will. This might be. Oh my god. You know what I would watch the fuck out of? An interrupted trailer after trailer after trailer showcase. Like, I think 99% of people would just fucking watch. It would be the most watched showcase of all time. If it was just a showcase of like, here is all the trailers, and then it's 3 hours of just trailers, and then that was all the trailers. Bye. That's it. If I ever did a showcase, which I would never do, fuck that. That would be me. I'd be like, hey, here, have fun. It's gonna be 3 hours.
Talk about the Division.
I would do that. Like, I literally would do that. I'd be like, it's gonna be 3 hours and 20 minutes. There's gonna be a pee and poo break every 30 maybe, and then I would do that. Like, I don't want I don't want hosts. I don't want fucking people talking. I don't want to hear anyone's opinions. I don't want to hear nobody. The only people I would allow to hear them talk would be like the game developers, and briefly, okay? Bring back behind the scenes. Bring back video game documentaries, please. Would you ever play Arctic X? I don't even know what that is, first of all. So if you explain it to me, maybe. There's a lot of games that I could play, but I have to play RPGs. Yes, just know that any game that you present at the altar, at the feet of my golden throne, will always lose when I, think about playing Dragon Age Origins for the 15th time, or Mass Effect, or any RPG of any kind. Just know that if I have to choose between playing an RPG that I have played already 20 times and saving your guys' soul, I will consume your soul and play that RPG. Just letting you know. A pee and a poo break, exactly. You need a pee and a poo break. They don't give you those in this fucking shitty fucking 4 hour or whatever, how many hours, 3 hours showcase? No, it's gonna be 4. It's gonna be something closer to 4. Yeah, my showcase will have, like, the name of the showcase will be Wrap It Up. Like, it will be trailers. And that's it. That's period. No fucking musical, anything, nothing. Trailers. Trailer. That's it. Battlefield 1 and 2 over humanity anytime of the fucking, any day, all the week. Any day, okay? Like, listen. I need you guys to understand, like, I don't play the games I play because I feel like I have to, right? Like, oh, I am that bitch that talks about RPGs on the internet. No, I do it because it's like oxygen for me. Playing RPGs. Like, I will always go back to playing MMORPGs or just straight up RPGs. I have never, in my downtime, aside from The Sims, which is an RPG in its own fucking right, to be fair, I don't think I have ever played in my free time any game that it's not an RPG. I can swear to you on everything. Like, I only play games that are not RPGs on stream. Like, okay, hello, my man, it's been a while. Yeah, I only play RPGs. Like, it's not even, I have autism, but for RPGs, they're my special interest. Like, if you catch me playing anything that is not an RPG or an MMORPG, it's because I'm streaming it, and you guys told me to do it. Like, I would not play Dispatch if I wasn't streaming it. If I want to play the Resident Evil, like the remakes. I would not be playing those if I wasn't streaming them. I wouldn't. Why would I? My games take 200 fucking hours average to complete. I don't have time for shit. And then I have to nap for like 2 hours at least daily. And then get 10 hours of sleep. I don't have time. I don't have time to branch out. I don't want to branch out. And it's worse because I will play games that I have played. Like, I will not lie to you. Dragon Age Origins, the main game, the base game, I have played 12 times. And that's not me exaggerating. Awakening, I have played twice, which I want to replay it again because Awakening is the best thing ever. But that would mean replaying Dragon Age Origins again, which I will do, and regardless. So, I do want to branch out, but the thing is, if I take on an RPG, then I have to see it through. I think, because right now I'm playing the Dark Heresy Alpha, which I want to finish, and Dispatch. And the only big-ass RPG that I'm playing right now is Baldur's Gate 3, the Dark Urge run, the playthrough. So I feel like we're just gonna stick with the Dark Urge playthrough. I'm not gonna touch any other RPG. And then we're gonna like sprinkle like Resident Evil and other games that you guys might say to me. Like that's my resolution for 2026. What do we think? You know, I play one game of my choice and then I play games that you guys want me to play. I think that's fair. I love that this is not a democracy. It's my channel, but you know what I mean? I mean, there you go. I think I can do that. I can do that much for you guys. I have never seen you play a spooky game. I have never played a spooky. I've played it. I just don't stick with them because I'm afraid. I am really afraid. When you tried to convince the Larian community manager to listen to you with that Orkun drawing you made, he was like, "That's not good." I was like, "You don't know what you're talking about." First of all, excuse you. He follows me on Twitter, by the way. And also, so you know who also follows me? Fucking the composer for Baldur's Gate 3 and Larian. Love them. I played 3 runs of Rogue Trader and it took me 300 hours each. That's what I'm fucking saying. I had a bad dream that there was a new Dragon Age game called Return to the Veilguard. Terrible. That's, you know, you have to get an exorcism done. I stopped counting how many times I have played Dragon Age Origins. I'm telling. Like, it's just... It's a game that I have to play it. I have to replay it at least once a year. Like, I have to. You should finish the alpha? Yes, I want to finish the alpha so I can give them feedback. Because they do listen.
Next up, we have a section that a couple of us are definitely going to be very excited about. This is the 25th year that Jagex has been making RuneScape at this point, which is extremely impressive. I know Jake and I have been playing it our entire lives. We've got old school RuneScape, we've got RuneScape 3, and we have Dragon Wilds.
The Trinity!
Right, so 3 games, massive games that have been around for a long time.
We have them ever seen like a couple?
I think we should just give the room to Jake.
I love it here.
Use the bathroom real quick.
This is my favorite part for all you RuneScape fans.
When we all arrived here, the first thing I saw was Jake.
Did I ask? Do you see what I'm talking about? RuneScape. And then there's nothing about RuneScape. Show me the fucking trailer. I don't have time for this. I cannot be losing beauty sleep over you bitches. I can't. I know this is pre-recorded, but come on.
A lot of very impressive things over the past year, I would say. They did Varlamore with Jake's favorite, the Gemstone Crab. Just AFK there, it's awesome. Has the Delve,
you know it's bad,
the Doom,
right? When instead of telling me to shut up, you guys are telling me to talk. Like, because I am known for talking over trailers, and you guys are like, no. There's not a single intelligent fucking being in that room. Not a single one.
The exclusive they gave us was this new logo reveal for the next League season.
Oh my god, Shiva, you absolute fucking
So that
bitch.
was League 6 demonic
You
packs.
smell like you're
We don't
rotting
know much more
inside.
past
You
that.
may-
Obviously,
you might
Leagues
be.
is a lot of
She
fun and
farted.
probably the most engaging time periods of RuneScape. I think you see player peaks every time. So I imagine a lot of those WoW players are going to come
I
back.
need an
and be a
oxygen
part of
mask.
that. Outside of that, RuneScape 3 was also in the news a lot this year.
For a variety of reasons.
It
One of the
worked
biggest
crap.
ones being they removed
They're
the
fucking-
biggest
don't live.
monetization methods they had in the game, which was
She
widely talked about
farts
and has
in
been
my
for
room,
probably
and she
next to a decade. You know, obviously in the MMO genre, you have to make money to sustain such big games and big servers for a reason and to keep these updates coming. They're not small teams. And so it was that community battle of like, we need monetization, but at what point is it too much monetization? And
She
they finally
sucks.
reached that breaking point.
So
I think
bad.
we also have some reveals
Did
of
they update their
some of the
RuneScape
areas
graphics?
they're
They did.
revamping, which is very cool. They're trying to
You can still
declutter
play
the
it like
entire
the
world
original
because
one,
right
I
now the game, if
Why
you
am I
as an old school player log on, you're probably like, what is going on?
Yeah,
most of the time. So that's very cool.
But there's
They
like
also
a
gave
more
us
like,
an image of their anniversary cape.
It
Which looks
smells-
fire.
it's- I don't even know. It smells like sulfur.
behind me.
This is Jake's Avengers Endgame.
Oh man.
And then finally, we also had Dragon Wilds, which
I don't
is a game
care.
that we are very excited about.
Move
I mean,
on.
we are
Dogs?
big fans of
Dog farts
those types
smell
of games. Valheim,
so
we spent a
bad.
ton of time
For
on. So when
what?
RuneScape announced this, We were super stoked personally and played
God.
it. They're in early access, but they talk a lot
And
about
they
their,
burn through everything.
their,
Like every time
1.0
she farts,
release and
I
everything
cover
that's
my
coming.
face. And it
For
bursts
those
through the
unaware,
blankets.
Dragon
It's
Wilds
insane.
is the survival game inspired by
kitty wants
RuneScape.
lunch.
And so
A
being a big
silent
survival
dude
game
ran away
guy
from my room
and my
before
love
his
for
mother reached
RuneScape,
me,
it was kind of the
working
mixing of
from
both
home.
worlds. So
I
Dragon
just
Wilds
like kitty so
was
much.
always going to be a big thing
Fucking
for me.
pets, dude.
And as you said, it is early access, still developing. They
They
are aiming for
torture
that
you.
full release though. It's still a great game and getting better and better.
If you like games like Valheim or Enshrouded, I would say this is the kind of game
100%.
you would like to play because it's just like that. You can spend a ton of time building your house and making it better and better. And then they're also adding iconic RuneScape things. Again, we talked about that with like the cube. It's cool to see.
I have never been more bored like watching something in my life. They have, I don't know how they've managed to do this. To be fair with you, from minute one, this takes a skill. Like that, it's again, it's like these are people that are not meant to work as a team. These are not people that are used to like working in a team. They're not used to, not being the only person talking 24/7, 365. And it shows. And then the political correctness and just like the overwhelming like shilling of every single game that they talk about is just grinding to a point. Who the fuck is this?
5 years old. And the recent year has actually been incredible. And what is to come over the course of 2026 and beyond is something that, as a player myself of RuneScape,
It's talking about RuneScape. I'm sorry. Do you like RuneScape? I don't care about RuneScape. And I care even less about people talking about RuneScape. So I'm not gonna fucking subject myself. Because I get a headache. And I get a headache and I get meaner. And I get meaner and I yell at you. And then you complain to me. So, it's life is a fucking circle. It goes around. And I don't care about it. I don't care. I'm so done with this shit. Really. And the only reason I'm pushing through is because I'm fucking stubborn as hell. Which is not something to be proud of, but hey. Here I am, aren't I? And someone has to suffer through it, so might as well be us. But God. I cannot wait until I fucking complain about this on Twitter like God intended. Because I am so pissed. It's everything they could have done wrong, they have done wrong, in my opinion, in this showcase. They have learned nothing. Like, sure, you don't want to be like other showcases. Fair. That doesn't mean that you have to be the antithesis, like the opposite of it. Because the other ones work for a reason. And even when they work, people still complain about why there's so much talking. Like, I think that's one of the main fucking things everyone complains about every single showcase ever. The Game Awards, the fucking, is it the Sony showcase? All of them. Every time, everyone complains of like, oh, so much talking. Even when the talking is like minimal or it's, just enough to keep the fucking showcase going. Everyone complains that there's too much talking. Too much talking, not enough trailers. Every time, every year without a fucking fail. And they heard that. And you can tell that that's why they're so fucking removed from the actual community. They're not gamers. They're not people like you and me, okay? Like, they don't experience the industry in video games like we do anymore. Because if they did, they would be aware of what people, like, complain about it, what people don't want to see in a showcase. Because if they had, they wouldn't have done this format of showcase at all. Because how are you going to take the #1 complaint of every showcase ever and double down on it and say, well, we can actually make it work? People complain about the yapping in showcases. This guy is still yapping about RuneScape, dude. This is a YouTube video. If I wanted to hear someone's opinion about RuneScape, I would type RuneScape review on YouTube and I would actually go looking for someone's opinion that is not mine on RuneScape. And that goes for everybody. If I want to hear your opinion about something, I will actively go looking for it. I don't need to hear it.
Yeah, make sure to go play RuneScape, one of the greatest games of all time.
I'm gonna actually never gonna attach RuneScape just because you guys were yapping about
Next
it. For
up, we have a group of
20
4
minutes.
games, that being Darklight Survivor coming from Mirai and Co.
God.
Tape 101 coming
It's like
from
they think the popularity
Subversa.
now take care of
And
this
Unawake
showcase. It
from
isn't,
Reality
by the
Art
way.
Studio. Nested Lands from 1M
It is not.
It's Horde.
This is just like the streamer awards and shit like that. It's like shit that nobody cares except the people that made it. That looks like a Mandalorian. I just want it to be over. It's like Doom, third person. I don't know if they're even gonna do that. Like, leave like a really big reveal. Because I don't think any game that is gonna be like they will, like Divinity already did it at the Game Awards. I don't think they have this sway to actually have like a big reveal. Like a jaw-dropping reveal at the end. They don't have the sway in the industry yet. They already use those cards with like Dawnwalker and the Expanse and stuff like that. This could be interesting. Oof, I'm just tired. I'm just really tired of this. Like, and not even like the trailers are good enough to make me care.
Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
Oh, you're dead. I was like, bring out your dad. What do you want my dad? I was like, what? Also, is there like a...
Smell like shite.
What is this? Survival? It's like you can micromanage the town, but you can also go into like first person. Like Manor or whatever the fuck it's called, no? I was like, why do you want the way they want my dad? Like, bring out your dad.
Bring out your dad.
That's what I heard. Is it bring out your dad? I was like, why? Why do you want?
Your dad.
Nested Lands. Okay. Oh, the back rooms. Is it like out of alpha? I've seen a game like this. It's the back rooms. The backroom games, I want to say it, but I don't want to say it. They scare me so bad. The photorealism in the backrooms games is a terrifying. Like, it's so fucking bad. And that's gonna mean that you guys want me to play these fucking games. Terrible, terrible. I hate them. The fucking subliminal spaces. Like, because my dreams, like my nightmares, are always about places that repeat. That they're eternal and they repeat over and over and over again, and I cannot get out of them. Those are my nightmares all the time.
For
And that is fucking, you know.
I struggle to become
The
an
backgrounds.
aspect of courage, freedom, and honor.
This looks good.
so much.
But it might be
for
shit.
the glory of
Games that look like really good fantasy, like dark fantasy, turn out most of the time to be shit.
Let it earn your soul.
Yeah, limited pieces are supposed to be empty. Also, it's like Doom. Or like Diablo, but first person. How long is this show been going? I don't fucking know. 2 hours and something? I've been like 2 hours and 57. So I would say 2 hours and 30 minutes. I think. Because I started streaming at 9:30 and then we were waiting for like maybe 15 minutes for it to start. So I would say 2 hours and 30. And apparently it's still going for longer. It's dragging so badly. Again, this is games that I'm like, oh, it looks good. And I would play one time and then I wouldn't. It lets look better than about 100%. But a shit that I took this morning looked better than about. Unawake. I would have loved it if it was called Unabout or something like that.
First up, we saw Darklight Survivor.
No, we didn't. I don't know. I sure fucking hope so, dude. Apparently, it's gonna go until midnight for me. So another 30 minutes. Because it's yapping. It's just yapping. It's just fucking talking. God. I'm so sick and tired. And again, I think they said there was gonna be like 50, 55 games. Out of 50 something games, I have all these written down. Varian Skull, Outward 2, Dragon Twins, The Expanse, which I already fucking knew, and X-Killer. I haven't fucking disavowed. There you go. They call it disavowed. I haven't written another fucking game. And there's been like how fucking many? I don't even want to know. Terrible showcase. God. I understand that they have to start somewhere, but they should know better. Like, when it's people that make thousands upon thousands of fucking dollars, like, monthly, out of pretending to be experts at video games. You would think, right? And it's like, oh, they're content creators. They're like people like us. They're gamers. This is a show made by gamers for gamers. And then it's so fucking terrible. It just shows that they're so detached from reality. Oh, and it's dragging and it's painful, and I'm over it, honestly. They're average IQ gamers that make videos. I'm telling you, they're just like the fucking lukewarm video game commentators. And corporate shells, like, you know, at least I know that Luke Stevens is and has been. Doesn't make him a bad person, but I wouldn't trust his fucking opinion on fucking nothing. They should know better because other showcases have failed before them, and they should learn from the fallen. I do hope that they fucking criticism, because there's so much to criticize. This is just a whole fucking ego trip of I wanna hear myself talk. Because that's what fucking streamers are. And that's coming to you from someone that is alone in her room talking to a camera right now, okay? We love to hear ourselves talk. But I'm not gonna make it everyone's fucking problem. Like, no. Yeah, poor people don't make game shows. No. And I know that they said, oh, we're not getting paid to put games in here. We're not getting... They will get money in another way. They're probably getting donations like crazy on Twitch. Maybe they don't need the donations now because they have been saving for years to make this happen. But there's probably gonna be like being sponsorships or investments in the background of this. And when someone invests money, even if they don't pay money to be on your show, if I paid a lot of money and I say, hey, I'm really interested in these video games, can you put them in the showcase? It doesn't matter if I'm not involved in the video game making progress. You know, you just it is what it is. It's just I hate it. I hate it. Also, they just, I mean, I guess it's because they're friends or whatever, but they just fucking picked the worst people to put in a room together to talk. Like, they all have the fucking personality of a paper clip. All of them. And they can shine solo, like individually, in their own communities that they build. Because you build a community around yourself. And that's how it is. I can, you know, you guys might find me funny because you guys saw me out on the internet and you guys are watching me out of your own volition. That's why you guys watch me. But for me, I don't care about none of these people. Not a single one of them. So it's just like, why? Why? I understand they made it and they're behind it, but it's like, I don't care about you. Look what's glazing marathon out of nowhere. What do you think? Why do you think? Again, I don't trust their fucking opinions on nothing. And they can be watchable individually when they're, you know, like Luality is playing Dark Souls or Baldur's Gate 3 because they're in their element and they're within their own communities. But in a room, podcast style, which is like, why are you making this a podcast? They're still talking, mind you. It's, you know, they talk longer than we see trailers for. I really want to see like a fucking like divide of how long all the trailers have been and how long they have been talking for. Because I feel like it's going to be something crazy, like a percentage. Crazy of how much they're talking, like opposite to just how much trailers we've been looking at. I don't get it. I literally don't get it. Like, I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting them to host in some capacity. It's so fucking stagnant. It's so...
Next up, we have a very exciting segment where we actually got to sit down with the executive producer over all of the Warhammer 40k series, as I understand it, Anatoly Shestov.
What's with Rogue Trader? Oh, hell yeah, Dark Heresy. Finally! Some fucking good food.
My enemies from without.
I just did that mission in the alpha. That one.
My enemies from beyond.
Imagine you're playing inside Warhammer universe by the guys who can't use the army, who need to find this particular person in charge of bad things to make Imperium stand for one more day before grumbling to
How many times do I have to play Rogue
That's basically how I would describe it. Just imagine
I love what they're doing with Dark Heresy.
Stories
the whole detective
no
aspect
choices
of it
are good,
is so
but
fucking
you
good.
don't have an option to go away. You need to get your hands dirty, and it's just a matter of how precisely you will achieve this. One of the most significant changes that any player would experience compared to the Rogue Trader would be more stakes, more value in a surrounding.
And you can feel that in the alpha, by the way.
That you're playing with the covers,
You're playing for like
the
30
line of
minutes,
sights.
and you already feel that the game is
we
completely
read
different
how they
than
are
Rogue Trader.
calculated, how they are working, and how
Which I was very
how much benefit they
skeptical
provide
about.
into
Like,
the
I thought they were
party.
not going to
So
be able to
it's
make it any
basically would
different than
be
Rogue Trader.
more playing around the environment.
But the
We
mechanics that they
abandoned
have shown in the
step-up
alpha are
mechanics,
insanely
So if
good.
you're ending your turn behind some wall, you are behind some wall. There won't be like one circle around you that allows you to step up of this cover and to shoot at anything. If
Two
you
more DLC?
cancel the place where
I'm
you
not gonna be
start
free,
your
am
turn,
I?
the place
And then you
where
guys are
you're
like, why
ending
are you
your
playing
turn
this
would,
again? Play
would be
because.
more significant.
Oh.
Other thing is role-playing model. There are way more roles being made inside the combat. Lots of the things making you roll something, lots of the things make your opponents roll something, so it's not just your weapon skill or ballistic skill, it's way more significant influence of the role-playing choices that you've made previously. Almost all of the combats in the game will have alternative ways to finish them. not just killing
If
all
I
of your
cannot
enemies.
fucking exterminate
we
at least
are
one
allowing player
Am I
to
playing the
target
Inquisition?
specific parts of the body of the enemies, and by doing this, we're allowing to make your opponent lose an option to move or lose the option to use abilities. There are different ways how you can tactically approach your desire, your design of how to proceed with the combat. And of course, there is a whole new subsystem that came on a change of the momentum. This is a morale system. Momentum was a party-based, and you spend it to activate some heroic moments of your companions. For the Dark Heresy, we feel it
But it's my doctrine
need
to
be
break
more
through.
intimate, more personal, and
She can
not
fuck off.
just for your party. We are not just telling a story through the environment or the words of the in the dialogue. No,
Shiva!
we're actually making cases. We're actually
Yeah, the amount of times people have
culprits.
told me,
We're
you're
actually
playing Awaken games,
collecting
they're
and
made
interpreting
by
evidence
Russian.
and discussing
Their
them
money
with
is
your
going into
retinue
Putin's
and analyzing them and
like,
making
pocket. I'm like,
conclusions.
do I look like?
There are some
I give a
other
fuck.
mighty forces inside the scintilla because you're not playing in a vacuum and you need to struggle for power. But most of the time, you are playing as a person in charge, as a person that have authority, and the person who need to make hard choices. One of the most significant ways of the influence of a story for a Dark Heresy would be your decision
One game sold one
of
AK that goes
which
to your phone
case
line.
is more
Listen.
important. For example, there is a
Not my business, is
under
it?
Spire slums, and this
They
is a
like
toxic
engrave
waste,
my name
and the
on one of the
level of
bullets.
the toxic seed
That's
is
what's-
growing.
what happens
and
every
if
time
you're
you buy
going there
an
as a
Awaken game.
first
They
place,
engrave
there
your
will
name
be
in a bullet.
toxic waste somewhere nearby, and there will be people
People are
getting
so
ready
fucking
to be
stupid.
consumed by the toxic waste. But if you are going there late stage, there will be actual toxic seed.
This AK was
You will
paid
be
by
playing
They
around,
fucking
and
send me
there
like
will
a
be
TikTok
changes in the
of a
geology,
Russian soldier saying like,
changes
thank
in
you
the,
dude, for your
in the
purchase.
combat
Yes, fucking
encounters
stars,
of how
fucking
they're playing,
bastard.
changes in the narrative
Yeah.
behind this, and changing
Dumbasses.
based on the timings, how you decided how
I
you
cannot
approach
fucking
this.
wait. Deadass, I cannot fucking wait.
To venture forth into darkness and bring the light of the Emperor to the uncharted void. All must be cleansed in his.
Shiva del Carmen, no me toques los huevos.
Is there anything you can tell us about like new factions, new notable characters, or iconic Warhammer 40k lore?
There would be Treason, I don't know, most iconic thing that you can potentially name and encounter as a rogue trader, as a Treason. It would be some interesting takes on Astra Militarum. I won't share specifics not to spoil the fun, but it would be there. And there would be some brand new systems, like augments ones. You will be able to replace some parts of your body with interesting pieces of Imperium technology. There would be some elaboration on a story of the world behind the main road of the Inquisitor Kal Kassar's shenanigans. Let's say it like this. It would be some interesting dive on a past of the von Valancius dynasty, even further than Theodora. There would be
I had to play this game a
some new
first time,
takes
really?
on
This is
how
why I don't fucking
dangerous
do it. I have to like, I'm
wildlife
waiting
can
for all the
be.
DLCs to come out.
Other thing that definitely we
Every time that I
will
wait, and I'm like, I'm
provide
gonna
for
do
the
it now.
player
They release
is,
something new.
some
Every time.
vaults, the Treason vaults, some collections of pretty wild things being gathered by this Necron. Of course, this is a rogue trader story, and rogue trader is kind of part of his void ship, so there would be some expanding of the void ship, some new places to visit, some old places to revisit. It would be new companion with a whole set of unique mechanics inside it. It would be the general system of augmentations provided to the players. So if you always wanted to replace the limbs of the Heinrichs with some like pretty adamant ones, you will have such an option. Not just Iron Hands from the Biomancy, but the real Iron Hands. Yes, that's an option. It's the first DLC that allows us to expand the late game parts
Jesus
of the Rogue
fucking
Trader.
Christ. So you're
And
basically being
expand
the
it
game in a
not
completely different
mechanically, but
way.
expand it in a 100% of the different aspects of the game.
Nice.
Let's first start.
No, we're not. I'm gonna let my dog in so she can fart again and then leave me again. That's gonna be great. I almost stripped and fucking busted my ass. Don't fart and don't go anywhere. Thank you. Oh, what are you doing?
Need to find this particular person in charge of bad things to make Imperium stand for one more day before grumbling to dust. That's basically how I would describe it.
There's a new companion, and there's also this companion has unique mechanics. And
They're just when I tell you, they're just fucking telling me what I already fucking heard. Why? Why is this a thing? Why is this the entire fucking talking segment? It's not even them giving me opinions that I don't care about. They're not giving me opinions. They're just repeating what the fucking developer said, but more obnoxiously. I don't understand why, how, why are we here just to suffer? Why? It's fucking 11:38. It's like 11:40 where I am. Oh, God. I am so over this showcase in ways that I've never thought possible. Like, I watched the Game Awards until what? Was it 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning? And I didn't feel as spent and tired as I do now. Like, yes, it's 3 hours, but it fucking feels like it's been going for 5 hours. It is insane. And it's because there's so many stretches of this, of just talking where nothing is actually fucking happening. So the momentum, like the flow of the showcase is just cut off completely. You're like, oh, this is exciting, this is good. Video games. And then they start fucking yapping and you're like, okay, and you forget what you're doing and what you were watching. And it's so repetitive. It's so fucking, like, bad. They talk for so long. God. Like, this would have been a showcase that I wouldn't have watched live. If I knew, like, maybe next year, I won't watch it live. I'll just wait for the next day so I can just watch the trailers. You know? I watched the Game Awards mainly because I wanted to see, like, the musical numbers and stuff like that, because that's pretty interesting to me. Nothing else. But, like, this is a showcase that if I knew was gonna be this fucking bad, if someone had warned me, if this was, like, the second showcase that they did, I would be like, you know what? Like, next year, I'm not gonna watch it live. I'll just do whatever I want on the day that they're showcasing it, and the next day, I'll just, like, wait for someone to upload, like, the edited version where it's just like the trailers. Because, bruh, what a painful fucking showcase. Deadass. It's just bad. It's just terrible. God damn. Like, I'm just bored. Like, it's not even that I'm upset. You know, like, oh, the quality sucks or whatever. It's just like, it's really, really, really bad. Yes, it looks like they're talking about anything but fucking video games. And you can just tell that they love themselves, but I don't love them, so I don't care to watch them fucking talk to me like I'm 5 years old and just repeat to me what I just heard. God, and I hate that. Like, that's one of my pet peeves when, like, a video game or a movie or someone or a book just repeats to me information that I just learned 5 seconds ago.
Next up, a few games that I would consider kind of couch co-op games that I would have fun sitting and playing with people like at a party or with my family. This is going to be Towerborn, coming from Stoic and Xbox Game Studios. We have Sprint City from Double Dutch Games. These are the creators of Speedrunner
The
and
views
Inch
are
Attack,
so bad
coming
here as
from
well.
Undercoders.
Like, how much fucking longer? Hello? Thank you for the tip,
I would describe this
Adam.
as a brawler meets action RPG. This is an awesome
Can close
entry
it
into
then.
the brawler
There's no one
space as somebody who tends to play a lot of RPGs and MMOs. So I have a lot of brain space and like I want to make really cool builds. A little less so
Fucking
in like how
YouTube
do I
is
actually dodge
broken.
and get out of things and
Hello?
find my openings. Early on, I was able to kind of compensate for that by finding
It's
finding
broken.
nice little gear and little pieces to put together to eventually build my brawler skill set.
YouTube
And
sucks.
I find myself kind of going back and forth as we play test between like, oh, I'm finding something that's a little
God,
difficult
and I hate
here.
the
Well, what can I
fucking-
do with my gear set in order to tweak things? Or
It
like,
had
is there
12K
different
towards the
skills that I can
beginning.
pick
It's
up
so
for this
bad.
particular encounter,
And it's dropping.
and be able to go dive right back in. The player is an
I am
Ace, which is
trying
a deathless defender of humanity,
refresh
which
it, and
is
he doesn't want to
currently,
refresh.
sequestered away on the Belfry, which is
So
McLaren's
this is what
background
we're
over
working
there.
with now.
It's a tower that was set up for mysterious purposes.
Hello?
But, turned out to be a
Let me open it in another fucking... The fucking chat is bugged, by the way.
And what conspiracy is still brewing?
It's
there.
bugged for me.
We
This
want
is a
players
new
to experience
thing,
a brawler
and it's
type
bugged.
combat inside.
I can fix it for you.
Diablo style RPG gear sort of system, and so we've spent a lot of time over the last 6 months or so taking a ton of feedback.
I can
from
fix
our
it for you,
players
not for me.
To really kind of hone.
But I
that-
can fix it
that
for
particular
you.
system. So players should be able to come in, pick one of the 4 classes that we have. They'll see a whole new set of skills. They'll find a whole bunch of new equipment. And the idea should be that they should feel like one of several heroes.
I don't even
going
know
in
what
and
to
just
say
being a
anymore.
bunch of,
You know,
awesome
I wish it
monsters.
could.
We've tried to add
I
new,
wish it could fucking, you know,
enemies,
give
new
you some
lieutenants, new
commentary. Oh, it
bosses,
fixed
I
itself. There you
think people
fucking
are gonna
go.
Feel like quite the adventure as they go into the updated version of Towerborn. Stoic has always tried to be player first. When we decided to do early access for Towerborn, a lot of that was born out of we had a vision of
There you are.
trying to evolve.
It fixed itself.
brawler
You
into
too. You're
something
doing great,
bigger,
sweetie.
something that hadn't really been done before. You can see other games have taken different routes. You know, some have taken kind of the roguelite
I'm so
route,
painfully
some
fucking
have
bored.
stayed into the traditional.
Like,
We-
I'm
we
just
wanted to kind of
fucking-
expand it to more like the true action.
I'm crushing
RPG.
out.
And in order to do that, early access was very, very important to figure out
I'm
what was going
crushing
to work
out.
and what wasn't. Simultaneously, we didn't want to be caught in early access limbo, right? Like, I'm sure this is the kind of things that you would love to talk
Yeah,
about.
it's
I love to
dropping
talk about them
steadily.
too. How do you not stay in early access for 7 years?
It's
Our
just
intent and purpose
painful
was
to
we need
watch.
to come out of early access solid.
Like,
And
I
there's a
have
certain
nothing
point
against
where
the
you
games
just
that are being shown. Like, I don't think there's been
everything.
a game where I'm
Most of the
like,
feedback
oh,
that's
this
coming in either
fucking
kind of
sucks.
falls
There's
into
games
an
that I'm
existing
seeing that they're
category.
not
Hey,
for me, and I'm
people- a
never
lot
gonna
of people
touch
have
them. I'm
said
never
the
gonna
same.
play.
You
Simply
know,
because
maybe you
I don't
might
play
get
those
something
type
new, but you
of
look at it and
games
you're
if
like,
they're not
yes, it's
attractive to
new,
me.
but it's not
But
reaching
and
the,
I'm all
kind of
about
urgency that
getting
some
the
of these other
devs
things are. We
to
have
say
a
their
good list of
piece.
things now. This
It's
is
just
kind of what the players have
the
told
format
us.
of the
We need to
showcase
really
and the
deliver on that.
people
best
that
way
are
we can deliver
hosting
on that
it,
is just,
which
you know,
I
put your head
understand
down,
are the ones behind it, are
focus,
the ones that founded it.
create an
Whatever. I don't
experience
care that they
that-
paid
that
for this to be
I
made.
believe
I
is
care
worthy
that
of coming
they are
out of
not
early access, that people should
host
look at that and say,
material.
like,
They're not
"Oh,
people
okay,
that
I
are
see why
meant
you did it.
to be hosting
Absolutely is
nothing.
worth it. I
They
can
don't
see
have
a clear night and day difference
you know,
between what is in live right now
it's
and
just
what I am
5
receiving
content
when we go into
creators
the 1.0.
that
one of the big pieces was
are
that
used
folks
to
were
being
big
the
fans
center of
of,
attention,
certain
buying
pieces of
for,
actual
you know,
gear that
the
you would earn through
most
the game.
talking
But there
time
was no cosmetic
on the
version of
showcase,
that,
and
so
that
you had to make the
devolves
choice
in
of, like,
having
do I
5
wanna
minutes
look
of
good,
trailers and then
or do
20
I
minutes
still-
of
do I want
yapping.
to look a little janky,
And
but more
that is
powerful?
unbearable. That's
we added the
unwatchable.
ability to be able to create a
And I do
cosmetic
hope that they
version of the
learn from
gear that
this.
you earned through
because if they don't, I think they might do one more showcase
And so
next
the
year.
idea initially with Towerborn
Yeah,
was
that's
we
it.
just want to make
Like,
a
that's-
fun
that's
beat 'em
that.
up with a light story in the background. We weren't really going to lean into kind of the stoic.
I do
narrative
hope that people will tell them like they're
strengths that we
criticizing
have,
them.
and we
I
just kinda
will
wanted to
criticize
take a bit
them.
of a
Like I'm not
breather.
gonna tell
And
like
we
you guys fucking suck, but I will tell them like it was
expected,
painful.
incorrectly,
Like
that
I muted all the talking
community
segments.
would see
Like
it for
I
what it
just
is
watch the
and
trailers.
be okay with it.
I
But
will
it
tell
turned
them
out a lot of
that
people were like,
you know
"Wait, you have
you
something
cannot
very
have 5
interesting in the
people in
background
the
here."
room repeating
you know,
what the dev just said
we
to me,
actually really wanna
and
know
then
what's
just
going
talking about
on. We really
nothing,
would like
or just trying to
something
give me their
more
opinions.
clearly
Like
leading us
they're
through,
in
and
their
so
own
we've
channel
spent
or their
a
own
very
YouTube video because
significant
they're
amount of
not.
time and
They
resource
have to like
put a
understand that they're not
narrative,
YouTubers and they're
from
not
the
streamers
jump.
when they're
And
hosting a
so there
showcase.
is a- there's
They
an
are
arc now.
hosts,
There's a
and they're
primary
there to
antagonist.
give you
will
information
understand
that you may
that
not know
antagonist.
or
You
the
will
dev
confront
didn't
that
tell them.
antagonist, and there will be
Okay,
resolution,
that's
and so
all you
there's
need to do. You don't need to
probably
give me your opinion about anything.
12
I don't
to
watch the Game
20-ish
Awards to have
hour
Jeff
story
Keighley
arc
like talk
now
to me
in the
about how much he
game
loves the
that,
fucking
that players
Muppets
can
for
look
like 30
forward to
minutes.
and feel
You could have
that
done
there's
it,
a
but he did
resolution
it.
to the Tower
And
Block.
I still, you know, I don't think the Game Awards is amazing. I hope that they step back from being the hosts. I understand that they were the minds behind it, like they made the showcase happen, and I get it. But I do hope that they hire an actual host next year. Like one person. That's it. Because this is very unprofessional. It's very rough, and it's not good.
Hello, we're Undercoders, and in the studio based in Barcelona.
Oh.
Recently, we've been focused on developing 3D platformers, but our
Is this
studio
what I
is
sound
heavily
like?
influenced by arcade classics, Japanese culture, and
Every
extreme
time I
sports games.
hear a
And
Spanish
Dance
person
Attack is our
talking
dream
Spanish,
project,
I get
a step forward
self-conscious.
for the studio combining everything we love.
Is this how I sound like? Like, dude, I will take
In
like
Dance
that
Attack, you
fucking voice
discover a not so
actor
distant future
for
of Japan in which
Kratos
local railways have been
talking
abandoned
for
and are
40
now used
minutes
by underground gangs to
over
compete
this.
in illegal contests of train acrobatics. You'll have to rack up points by chaining tricks, explore huge levels, race against rival crews, and uncover a wild story as you travel through Japan, taking the railways back.
This is like
We are
the
making a game that
Subway
is not just about
Surfers.
what you do, but how you do it. It's expressive, stylish, and totally up to you. From our first trips in the late 90s, we've been obsessed by traveling across Japan by train and being able to dive into the local culture, getting to know
Depende
the
del dialecto.
architecture, the landscapes, the folklore, and we're always captivated by the sheer contrast of their peaceful countryside and the high energy of its huge cities, which somehow feels connected and part of the same cultural rhythm. It's a never-ending source of inspiration that has been fueling our creative energy throughout all the years and has now materialized in
Like,
Dance
again,
Attack.
this feels like it is a YouTube video that I'm being
On
shown
your
on a
adventure,
showcase.
you'll find a variety of challenges to move forward, from trip pack arenas to compete for high scores, to objective-based exploration levels, and even racing circuits.
The world is packed with a bunch of unique characters from different gangs and personalities that you will have to face on your journey through Japan. And with every new challenge, you will grow as a Densho attacker and further add to the chaos. We've handcrafted every stage from the ground up, pulling from real-world locations to make every landscape different but recognizable. You will go really fast, but if you look
I'm
closely,
not a
you'll catch
weeaboo. I am
references
the
to
opposite
every
of that.
corner of
I am
Japanese
a
culture.
Chinese
You'll be fighting wild boss
weeaboo.
battles against gang leaders, which
I like
will
Chinese
test everything
stuff.
that you've learned.
I'm not a... Like,
These
this
are always
this
full of
sparks no
surprises.
joy.
You'll never know what secret technique your rebel hides, so you'll have to get creative to overcome them with your train. They're a mix of spectacle, personality, and challenge that one could expect for an anime-style showdown made game.
I don't care.
Densho Attack is a love letter to anime, skate games, and Japan's iconic train system. If you like Jet Set Radio, Tony Hawk,
Okay.
or Densho to Go, you can't miss this train.
Can you tell me
Pun intended.
how long...
Wish list now.
How much
We
longer we
can
have?
wait to show you more.
How much more? It's almost midnight.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Densho Attack. It's the best game in the world. See us.
Hello, we're Undercoders. Hello.
Again, I get it,
Wishlist now.
but
Wishlist now. We can share.
this belongs in a behind the scenes, not in a fucking showcase. I could be sleeping right now. I could be doing so much. This is very to the end of the show. I wish it was, you know,
Talked to
it was a
McLaren
video.
and Shayna, and they were awesome and very chatty about their
Fucking
game
mute.
for all good reasons. They were an early access game.
It's gonna go past midnight, isn't it? Why? 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 It's insane. It feels like it's been going on for 5 hours. It literally feels like it. I could be doing so much stuff with my time. Like, so much. Like, I don't know. Fucking picking each individual hair that has fallen out of my hair. My head from the floor. One of them. Like, what? Hello? Don't look at me. What are you fucking looking at? God. We should time them. Like how long they're gonna fucking talk for. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to finish this. Like I'm about to tap out. Like I'm not even joking. It has gotten to a point where I'm like, I'm about to tap out. Because there's no end in fucking sight. Like it's gonna be midnight. And this is just painful. Like I don't know. And the thing is, like, it's like that, right? Like with other showcases, you can tell when you're getting to the end. Like they're just designed so you can tell when you're getting to the end, right? With this, it's so painfully fucking like copy paste of like 3 games segment, 3 games talking segment 3, where this could literally span forever. Also, there's no visual differences. Like we get the trailers and then we cut back to them being sat in this stupid fucking place, this fucking studio, whatever it is, or someone's house. I don't know. And it all visually looks the same. So it's like I am stuck. This is like a nightmare. I was literally talking to you guys about how my nightmares are looping things. It's like when I'm in a space, like I dream about running down a corridor over and over and over and over and over again. And that gives me anxiety. Nothing scary happens, but it gives me anxiety. This is that. This is literally that. This is just like, it feels like it's looping over and over and over again. And there's no ending. There's never gonna end. This is literally my nightmare, like, made reality right here. Maybe that's why I'm so upset about this showcase. It's literally killing me. God. I'm making rice and ground beef soup and I'm making some asses for a product, so I'm handling it good, dude. That makes one of us. I'm not. And I was so excited because, like, when you are a content creator and all you have to do is react to someone else's content, that is the easiest fucking job in the world, okay? That is like being a baby bird and having your food chewed and spit in your mouth, okay? It's the easiest. So I'm like, oh, I don't have to do anything but sit here and comment from time to time. And hey, that's a stream. That's, you know, out of the... But then you fucking watch and it's like, okay, I would rather actually be doing something with this. I'd rather, like, you know, finish Dispatch, which I haven't finished. Get working on... Not working. It's not work. I play video games. You know, like, play Baldur's Gate 3. I want to finish the Dark Heresy fucking alpha. So much things that I would rather be doing than this. I was playing fucking... You know, I stopped playing Where Winds Meet for this. I wanted to play more Where Winds Meet. But then I was like, hey, I need a nap before a stream, so I'm gonna stop. I stopped like doing something that I was enjoying to watch this. And they're still fucking going. It is gonna hit midnight. Yeah, they're just 5 people that shouldn't be in a room together. Again, they might work as individuals in their own spaces, but they don't belong together in a community space. Like, they don't. And the fact that like I don't know how many views they have on. Can someone check? I don't want to even check. Can someone check how many views they have on Twitch, please? Because they have like 5,000 on YouTube.
Okay, now we have a set of beautiful games, in my opinion. This is going
Which,
to be
considering
Eternal
most of
Life
them are
Bowman from
YouTubers,
We
it's
Happy Studio and
very
THQ
bad.
Nordic. We have Dust Fade from Weird Beluga in Fireshine, and another Fireshine game with Pugstorm called Core Keeper.
I am tired. I am like, I feel full. I feel overfed with game trailers. Like, I feel like I've been fed like really shitty pizza.
What?
And I'm about to
What do you mean
burst.
he smashed? What do you think? He fell from a great height.
Yeah, but he couldn't have. Did he really die?
I imagine he was crushed to a pulp. Do you think they'll ever find his body?
Mom!
Okay, okay. I was just making sure you were paying attention.
I am losing my mind. Slowly but surely. So this is like, what was the fucking teacup game? It's like that, is that one? Ah! This is like a horror game. Like, this is like a horror stream. I've never felt like this. Bruh. Feels like we're all sitting in a desert waiting for something to happen. Yes! Yes, it does! Cuphead, there you fucking go. I am... Ugh. I wish I could be entertaining right now. I really wish. But listen, I cannot pull fucking gold from nothing. This is just... There's nothing for me to work with here. I can't. All I can do is to stay awake. That's all I can do. Listen, I am about to tap out. Like, I'm about to tell you guys bye. Like, and I probably will. It's midnight, dude. And if something interesting happens at the end of the show, I'll watch it tomorrow. On my own time.
Do you want to die?
I had more energy. Like, yes, I had energy, but it's just like, the games are not interesting enough. So hey, maybe, you know, this is literally... Isn't this like Kingdom Hearts? Someone's gonna get sued. But it's just like, I think we're gonna call it a fucking day, honestly. If something interesting does happen, I think, guys, we'll actually watch it tomorrow. I somehow doubt that's gonna be the case. This is the first time that something like this happens to me, by the way. I watched 4 hours of the Game Awards until 2 a.m. And this is not a bit, I cannot do this anymore. I can't. I am anxious. There's so little happening. And I hate the way that this is made in format. And yes, and I think I didn't have great expectations. Like, I did see Luke Stephens tweet about this and I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I knew that he was involved and I was like, But I did think that this being made by content creators who live and breathe, you know, 24/7 on the internet, that this would at least have a more dynamic format. Like, they have seen and they have participated. Like, they have seen how showcases work and what works and what doesn't. And they literally just didn't fucking listen and they put their fucking egos first. And this is unwatchable. Like, I cannot do it anymore. And other people can't, obviously, because they went from 6,000 to 6,700 to 5,200. So, too long, too much talking, not enough happening. It's terrible. It's terrible, and I'm gonna complain about it on Twitter because that's what I do best. And who cares? But whatever, I'm gonna do it anyways. And I hope that they do learn for like their next showcase because this was terrible. If something does happen at the end of the showcase, something like, "Oh my god, you guys missed! You missed the reveal of the year," and we're like, like a weekend into the year, but whatever. Listen, tell me about it, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. I don't think there's gonna be anything interesting enough for me to like warrant like another 30 minutes to an hour. So I did enough. Listen, thank you so much for watching. I am sorry I even put you through this because I didn't know. If I had known, this would not have happened. None of us knew, okay? Even those of you who recommended this showcase to me, none of us knew it was gonna be this bad, okay? So I understand. I don't hold it against you. You're good in my book. I love you guys. Tomorrow is gonna be full-on gaming, okay? No, ask me anything from... But I don't think I want to watch that, like, live. I think I'm gonna do it like the same of, like, I'm gonna do my thing, and then DeLorean ask me anything. We will talk about it in another stream. I want to play games. It's what I'm hinting at. I want to play video games, so we're gonna do that. I love you guys. See you all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day, whatever you're having. And I'm sorry that we all had to suffer collectively. But better together